everybody, welcome to the Blank Canvas podcast. This is episode 18. You've got myself, Mina West.
And me, Jennifer Noir.
And today we have some special guests. I feel like they've become like our podcast, like family. You know what I mean? We have got... I mean, we've got the 1-2 podcast in the building. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Who wants to go first? I'll go first. My name is Josh. Nice to meet you.
That's kind of a boring, like, kind of...
Hi, my name is Josh. Really nice to meet you. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, good.
He actually is, like, don't lie.
I'm mad gassed.
I'm Ephraim. They call me E-Man. Yeah.
The boy.
I'm happy to be here as well. I'm here to be here.
And it's your boy Musa, aka Big Mus. What's good?
That's good. Okay, so we the Blank Canvas podcast love to keep things creative, and we have an amazing event for you guys. It's literally our first event. We're too excited.
So excited.
It's kind of like a sip and paint, but it's actually called a spill and chill. So come through. We're gonna do some painting. Gonna have some games. It's gonna be a really nice chilled environment. Like music, amazing people. You can get tickets at Eventbrite. Those links are available all across our socials, our individual socials as well as the Blank Canvas pod.
Yes.
Early Bird is gonna go out soon, so definitely cop them quickly.
We'd specifically like to thank our amazing sponsors. First of all, Cast Art. That's cassart.co.uk, who provide really amazing acrylic paints for us to use and some brushes as well. Kera, who do wonderful, amazing vegan candles, who are sponsoring our goodie bags. And also So, who do luxury bath and body products. They're sponsoring our goodie bags. And then, of course, Blanc Studios.
Anyways, as you guys all know, we always kind of kickstart with a game, and there's a good chance to kind of get a sense of who you guys are. Oh, also remember, there's only like 3 of you part of your podcast today, because you normally have 5.
There's only 5 of us.
Don't forget your brothers.
Yeah. So we got Ray and we got Ed.
Shout out the boys.
Yeah.
So the game, because Jen's so organised.
Okay, so we have 2 games today.
Okay.
Let's start with the first one of this or that. I have some fun questions just to get to know you guys a bit.
Oh, wow.
So when it comes to kissing, tongue...
You're getting straight in.
I know, right?
I like to get straight in.
Okay.
When it comes to kissing, tongue or no tongue?
Tongue, baby.
Of course it has to be tongue. What's the point?
Whole day, every day.
I
I'm
feel
not
like
kissing
Musa's
I'm
gonna
not
say
kissing
something
anyone
else.
until my wedding day.
It's a lie.
This guy.
If I had to pick, it would be tongue.
I know he's lying, but still.
All people, bro.
Okay, what about you?
What about you?
No, I prefer tongue, of course.
I don't understand kissing without tongue. Is that a thing?
Like pecking each other. You can have like a really slow peck.
Oh, but that's a different
That's boring.
thing.
That's
I
dry.
mean, but that's
Just
sweet.
smacking lips
That's-
for no reason.
Right.
That's sweet. In public, kissing without tongue, maybe. I don't know.
Even in public, I let it fly.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't
This
know
is
about
an
that.
interesting one for you.
Before you end up on I'm just bait.
You know?
But yeah.
Okay, do you prefer makeup or natural face? Honestly.
Ooh.
Natural.
baby.
Yeah.
Really?
Natural.
I don't believe
I
that.
don't believe that either.
No, honestly, natural.
What?
Like, even my girl, she's a makeup artist, and I tell her all the time I prefer you with no makeup when we go out.
Minimal makeup.
I actually think most men prefer no makeup. if
Why
I'm
is
being
that?
real.
What don't you like about the makeup?
Number one, my white shirts don't like that. it's to be honest, you're just changing the look, and I feel like the more makeup you put on your face, I feel like it corrodes your face as well. So
And I
it's
think for me, where my girl's a makeup artist, I notice things as well. So, like, when the makeup's off, I'm just like,
You know the
yeah.
tricks.
Yeah.
So it's just
You know what though? Some of it is that a lot of girls just don't know how to do their own makeup
that's
properly.
probably it. That's probably it.
Like,
No,
if we're
let's
keeping
keep it a buck.
They're keeping it honest.
Yeah,
A lot of girls
that's probably
don't,
it.
but like when they get it right, it's nice.
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah.
enhances their
Yeah.
features.
I don't mind, like,
Keyword is
But when you're
enhance.
remixing
Yeah.
your features, then
yeah, I don't mind like a nice, like, natural look, but when they start caking it all on, it's a bit
Yeah,
much.
It's a bit much.
I think the key word is enhance. Like,
I'd prefer
That's
go
the
in a
thing,
natural
that's the thing.
glory.
yeah.
Makeup shouldn't like change who you look like.
Shouldn't
It should actually
transform.
enhance your face.
Yeah.
But I still think guys talk crap when they say things like, "No, I prefer you natural." Really?
Yeah.
We're going out for dinner and I'm meant to look
No,
special.
if we're going out, then
Yeah,
you wear makeup.
then-
No,
if
I
we're
don't
going
even.
out,
No,
like,
even then,
if we're going out,
I don't
you can wear
mind.
makeup.
Most guys
That's
go in.
different.
If we're going out, you can wear
Going out.
makeup.
So
No, no.
like, Or even like when a girl does her makeup properly, or you have a makeup artist doing it, and you see it like, oh right,
It looks nice.
So I don't know what guys like. I mean,
No,
we guys prefer girls with natural
Don't get us
hair.
wrong.
Prefer guys.
We like,
with
we like,
the
we
hair
like
as well.
it when you make effort. But like, for example, if we're going out and then I don't know, I just put on links and I turn up in tracksuits.
And then you're doing up.
Do you know what it is as well?
Yeah. It doesn't make.
Do you know what it is as well? Like at the end of the day, like makeup's temporary. So at the end of the day, you still have to
Exactly.
wipe it
You
off.
have to wipe
So
it
what
off.
now?
Then we will see the real you.
Now what
That's
now?
why I don't like wearing too much makeup, because I don't like when it transforms you. Because
Yeah.
I have to look at
Yeah.
myself in the mirror and feel like, oh my gosh, I don't look nice stuff.
Exactly.
Like,
Now, annoyingly,
Yeah.
I'm still trying to like learn makeup to transform me still.
really.
You know when
Why?
girls just do it like slick, I'm like, how do
I
you,
know, the
how do you
contours.
do that?
You don't
Some
need
of them
to
are so
do
good.
I haven't even got effort to learn how to do it, but I try sometimes.
Okay, one last one. I thought I'd make this fun. Sex in front of your parents or never
Pardon?
have...
Wait, what?
Or what?
Wait, let me finish.
Or what?
Sex in front of your parents or never have sex again.
I'm sorry, parents. You're gonna
Parents.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to hold that
Oh my god!
yeah, they can see everything. It's calm.
L. My parents are gonna have to hold that L. still. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
They're gonna have to hold that L still.
Be
That's
the
a circle
comment.
of
That's
life.
what you think.
If they can, you know.
They can
provide-
even applaud me.
I
I
was gonna
don't
say,
mind.
applaud. They can give advice.
I don't want no advice. So I'm sorry, I don't want no advice.
To the left, to the left.
Listen, they can throw in some advice.
No. You know what? It needs to be
I put a box in there.
know-
I'm like, just put a note in the box and
Nah,
let me
you
know.
No,
know-
they won't. It's like football and wrestling. They'll start shouting.
No,
and
you
stuff.
know them rooms, yeah, that have the two-way mirror where like
Oh, somebody's
like it-
watching in the back.
yeah, someone's watching the back, but you can't see that they're watching.
Yes.
It has to be like that.
No, but it's not like that. They're right in front of you, front and center.
In the room.
Yes.
In the room, you know.
Feeling not feeling.
That's
Hearing.
No.
No,
I'm not involved. I'm not involved.
The one
This is what we come here
One
for.
thing podcast.
Wait.
cannot be
Such
saying
I
that.
meant hearing everything.
Okay, yeah.
Hearing
You're
everything.
not Daenerys Targaryen, bro. That's mad.
That's crazy.
So you guys are saying in front of your parents. you
Yeah,
don't mind.
calmly.
Of course.
Wow, I
Well,
would
not
say.
calmly,
Do
but
they
No.
want?
needs
Do they
must.
not want grandkids?
They'll probably turn away, to
Oh,
be honest.
you know.
Can you imagine watching your parents having sex? It's the same thing. It's traumatizing. No,
I can't imagine. So
that just tells
I'm not
you.
traumatized. I mean, that's their own L, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no.
Okay. We also wanted to play a quick game of 2 truths, 1 lie. Mina, do you want to start?
Yes, I want to start. Okay, so basically you guys got to guess what is the truth. What are the 2 truths and what's the lie? So, because I've thought about it really deeply and everything I say is true anyways. So one of my truths is that I had a tongue piercing. Another one of my truths is that I speak sign language. Another one of my truths as well is that I was on a really, really, really small TV show on BBC. I was like on it for like 5 minutes with EastEnders. Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, like 5 seconds, but it was still sick.
So we have to guess which one's that.
I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon you've never had a tongue piercing.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd say the
trying.
tongue piercing as
That would be
well.
mine.
I don't know why.
Wait, what was the second one?
The second one
Sign
was,
language.
Sign language.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say that you've never had the tongue
tongue
piercing.
piercing,
I've never
yeah.
examined your tongue, but I feel like I would
I was trying to
notice
look
that.
just now, but
Yeah,
I was just
I feel
like,
yeah, if you have, it's closed up still. So I would say you've never had a tongue piercing.
Me too.
The guys are all wrong. But okay.
Swear.
Which one? So the TV show
I've never
then?
been on EastEnders.
I knew it because
Oh.
It's so believable though.
sorry.
No, it's so the,
The
tongue
way you said
piercing
it.
thing is so peak. I pierced my tongue, and you know when you pierce your tongue, it swells up like a freaking like ball inside your your tongue. Then it finally come down, but I kept changing it with like cheap Claire's accessories bars, and then it broke. Was a what's it called? A comedy show,
Oh no.
and then I just forgot to re-pierce it because I had things going on.
Right.
Oh, mad.
Okay, I have one. So beards are incredibly sexy to me. I've only ever dated Nigerian men, and I've questioned my sexuality.
You don't find beards sexy?
Okay, so which one?
I believe that's a lie, but I don't know why.
Okay.
What's the last one again?
this is hard, you know.
Beards
Yeah.
are incredibly sexy to me.
Yeah.
I've only ever dated Nigerian men,
That's a lie.
and I've questioned my sexuality.
Oh, Nigerian men one's a lie. Actually, I don't know.
Well, you
Wait.
know her, innit?
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
You can't have just dated my people. Nah. Not in London, anyways.
You've definitely dated a jammer, I
Yeah, no, she's definitely.
You say German? Did you say Jammer?
Yeah.
I've dated outside Nigerian men.
Yeah, I would say that's the line.
Yeah.
Actually, beards are not incredibly sexy to me.
How?
I've spoken to guys who aren't Nigerian, but everyone I've dated has been
Is
Nigerian.
Nigerian?
Really?
Yeah.
You like stress in it.
Wait, what do you like? What do you like
Trial
about
and
beards?
error.
What's wrong with beards?
I didn't say I didn't like them. Just they don't turn me on
They don't turn
the
you
way
on.
they turn
Oh,
other
wow.
girls on.
So you like dating small boys? That's what it is, isn't it?
When a guy doesn't have a beard, when a guy doesn't have a
Whatever.
beard, I'm confused. I'm like,
Really?
I'm like, why? Would you do
I
that to your
like it.
face?
That's deep.
Wait, what?
Some people can't grow facial hair.
I
though.
really feel for them.
Oh, it's not everything.
Mm.
That's
I don't know. You know.
I mean, I can't relate because I have a beard. So
wow.
Do you like playing with it?
No, not really.
So it's that segment of our podcast where we talk about the exhibit, artists that have inspired us, creatively inspired us, and things like that. Jen, who is your exhibit today?
So mine this week is a really cool designer that goes by the name of Iris van Harpen. I'm a huge fan of her. She's a Dutch fashion designer. How do I describe her work? She uses like lines and structures and a bit of architecture, and it has this flow to it that's really it's amazing. It's always an optical illusion when you see her fashion work. So yeah, you'll see it on our Insta anyway. Really cool. What's yours?
Mine's so like bait today, but it's because I was really inspired by him, so I don't care.
Okay.
Stormzy, like seriously,
I'm joking,
watch
fine.
the no,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Glastonbury,
Fair
first black.
That set was
Yeah.
sick.
that was crazy. That was
But even
crazy,
like
yeah.
he came and he represented and he came correct, and I was just like,
You did everything right.
did everything
He did.
right. Even the tribute to Cadet as well. I was just like a bit emotional regarding it. So I know it's a bit like it's not like a small artist, it's a big artist
It doesn't
out
have
there.
to be. It's
But
fine.
he's just the person that inspired me this way, creatively and his hard work. So yeah, I'm doing a big person today.
So I've kind of been questioning if boys and girls can be friends.
Okay.
It's weird because actually, if I use myself as an example, most of my friends are female. And I was like, right, this year, one of my resolutions is I'm going to connect with more men and just be friends with them. But it can be a bit tricky. And I just wanted I wanted to know what your thoughts were on boys and girls being friends.
I've got loads of female friends, so I'm
Yeah.
calm. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really see the big deal. It just depends on. I think it depends more on the man's intentions. 'Cause you know, some men try and slide in through that route.
Yes. From the friend zone.
I think it depends on the girl's intentions as well, because you
Yes.
know
To an extent,
intentions in general.
but usually it's the man leading it.
For me, yeah, I feel like guys and girls can be friends, yeah, provided that they're not attracted to each other.
Yes.
Especially if the guy is attracted to you, it's a mess.
Not necessarily.
No, that's not true.
I think
Because
it's
I've
a
had
mess.
like friends I think are attractive.
No, but you can think some. But when I say attracted, I don't mean like, oh, you look at them and you're like,
No,
yeah,
no,
you're
as in,
nice.
like,
But you're
when I-
actually
No.
you wanna.
No, I've got friends as in when I first met them, I thought, rah, I'd hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I got to know them and it's just on a friend thing and there's nothing there.
I think it.
But you're in a relationship.
That is very, very true. And
So-
black men don't
so-
cheat.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
yeah.
If you were single, I don't know if you could say
If
that.
you want X amount of money, yeah. Sorry.
Right. This is what we're doing.
What's that? Is she bringing it up? No.
But yeah, I think they can. I don't have very many there.
I think they
don't
can,
have any.
but it's about respecting each other. If one's not on it, and someone's continuously persisting to try and.
But the thing is, once you pursue that route, it sort of messes up the friendship.
messes up.
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
if the friendship is messed up, you know what to do.
Can I be real? I don't really feel I can make new guy friends at this age in my life.
That's
Like any friends I've made, like maybe even pre 24, 25. Obviously, I'm 23, so I don't know what I'm talking like that. But
Let's see your passport.
I'm playing.
Don't
But it's only, and I feel like the only guy friends I have now is either just because of like circumstances, i.e., we go same church or we're doing business together and things like that. I don't really see myself like nurturing a new guy friendship today. Like when I'm talking about real friends, like that type of friend, like you can call anytime, not someone, okay, I know them. Acquaintances and friendships are different. So the guy friends I have are the guy friends I've had from pre, because and if I'm single and they're single as well and we're just starting up as friends, I don't know. I haven't seen it work. There's always an intention behind some one or the other.
It works for me as long as I'm not attracted to them. If I find them attractive, I can't be their friend.
No, but the thing is, if they're attracted to you, though, what's happening?
That's fine.
No, but
You
then
can stay attracted for the friend zone. I don't mind.
You know he wants something.
What did you
Because
mean? That makes no sense.
no, for example, a guy will start talking to
It's
me.
just hit
It's
me
clear
up.
that he wants something more than me. So when he's checking up on me, like how you doing, me, and all that stuff, we're not friends. You're trying to see what you can do. It's different.
Wait, a friend can't ask you, how are you? And what's...
It's,
They
the intention
can.
was different. When you know the intention
But
is
yeah,
different.
you know when you, okay, obviously it's clear when someone's pursuing you.
Yeah.
Like, it's different from a friend just saying, "Yo, what's good?" Like,
What are you
how
saying,
doing?
B?
But a new friend asks
Hey,
me
big
how
head.
I'm doing as well.
No, but if a guy,
like-
okay, say if I'm talking to a guy friend,
Yeah.
which is fine. We meet as friends, and he's like, oh, I want to whatever. Let's try and take this further. And then I'll be like, I only see you, as, you know, the usual friend zone line.
Yeah,
I see you as a
yeah,
brother,
yeah.
blah blah blah. Then that's it.
That's
We'll
mad.
just
I
stay
ain't never had that.
friends.
I can't even lie, fam.
I
So,
don't know. I
so
feel
you
like
gotta
it's
see you as a
awkward.
brother.
yeah, because you're gonna. He's kind of declared what he wants to do, and you've told him sit back down. What you mean? It's changed. It's changed. Like it's not gonna be the same after
Because
that.
now you know, like, even like when you're talking or you're linking up, you know
Yeah,
he's
he's-
looking at
he's
you
looking-
different.
he's looking at you as
Fair
some
enough.
way,
You've got a
yeah.
point.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got a point. I don't know. I'm able to block that out because I know maybe I'm quite selfish. I only think about what I feel. If I'm attracted to them, then I will
Oh, that's women at
personally
large.
remove myself from the
They don't
situation.
come for women instead, so-
Don't come here with this toxic masculinity.
What toxic?
Because we're ready for you
About-
guys.
don't
Okay, so
understand.
when it comes to like men and women being friends, not even just men and women, let's be a bit more open. So even if it's same-sex friendships where the two people like each other, their same sex, for example,
Yeah.
what kind of boundaries do you put in place to make sure lines are not crossed? That's the bit.
No phone calls after midnight, fam.
It's
Midnight,
just,
Yeah.
midnight,
you know,
10 p.m.
Yeah, no late night
It's
phone
just,
calls.
No late night phone calls. That's not.
like stuff that you would expect in a relationship, you wouldn't really do with a friend. So like,
So no dates,
yeah, no dates,
no
no.
cinema.
So you wouldn't go cinema
No,
with
I
your
think,
boy,
like-
like.
I would.
But
That's
it's-
what-
Wait,
what I
what's
mean.
wrong with
But
cinema?
that's what I mean about new friendships. For example, one of my really, really good friends, he's a guy, but I've known him since like 11, 12 years old.
Yeah.
So, don't be wrong, if I can call him at 10 or 11 p.m. because we're friends like that, but at the same time, now that he's got a girlfriend, I don't want
Yeah.
to disrespect those boundaries. But we know what each other are. Me and him could even go cinema together and it'd be nothing. Because we know
No,
what
but because
situation-
of his girlfriend, you can't do all of
but
that.
now he's got a
Yeah.
girlfriend. I literally,
It's
Why
not even
not?
that you don't want to.
I don't
you
want to block.
can't.
You
I don't want to
were
block
there
his
first.
blessings.
You-
No,
you can't.
I'm happy
Can
for
I,
him.
can
I
I
can't-
pre into this situation?
Yeah.
Have you met his girlfriend yet?
Yeah,
Oh, and you guys are cool.
yeah, it's
Oh,
fine.
so then why can't you go cinema?
Because that's weird. Like no, because, do you know what's yeah? If I had a boyfriend, brother, like sit back down, like don't come and
Do you
block my
trust him?
blessing.
Oh,
I mean,
what's
does she
trust
trust
got to
you?
do with it?
Does she trust-
Hold on. So if you got a man
Yeah.
tomorrow, and he's had a female best friend for the last 10 years,
Yeah.
and their thing is they go to the cinema and they watch movies, yeah, you can't go cinema with that anymore.
Not during the night.
Nah,
During the night.
there's boundaries. There's boundaries.
Nah,
I've
you're
got
gonna
a
bug
friend.
it.
No, you can, but like, not. How can I put it?
Say it. Don't make it nice. Say it.
Yeah,
No,
speak your
no.
truth.
Obviously, cinema seems like a basic thing, but there's boundaries. You can't because me and my guy friend, I can't be hollering at him all the time now because that's just not cool. I wouldn't want him to do the same thing.
Why not?
That's just no. Spend time with your girlfriend. Get to know your girlfriend.
But what if
me
you're
and
at
your
yard
friendships
and
are
you're
already
not with your
secured.
girlfriend?
Me and your friendships are very secure.
Wait,
like
what?
secure with the girl.
No. Say you're at home and you don't like live with your girlfriend or whatever, and then your
You're bored. You want to go.
your
watch-
guy
you wanna go
friend
watch
calls you
Spider-Man.
at like whatever
But let's
hour.
be real, yeah. When you start dating someone, when you are with someone, your time is starting to be split in terms of like you're busy. You can't do as many things as you were doing
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So
True.
You have to prioritize your partner.
in all honesty, if it was like that might be your only time when you actually are chilled. Be by yourself. Like you've been with your girlfriend for how many days and all that kind of stuff. Me and my girlfriend are still cool, but it's be a thing of we don't speak every other day. We might speak like once every 2 months or once every like month.
I think
or
that's
something.
weird. Like,
Well, to be fair, life is busy, so I can't catch up. I can't, in general, even me myself, I can't be on the
Yeah.
phone to him every single time. But the dynamic of the relationship changes, and I'm not mad at that. But what I'm saying is, any new guy friend, I
Yeah.
couldn't have the same
No,
relationship
of
I had
course,
with
of
him
course,
because
yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
yeah.
the restriction is actually the women.
Yeah.
Because as a girlfriend, I wouldn't want any woman
Yeah.
getting too close to my man.
True.
That's the truth. And as a friend, I can see how a woman would pick offense
Yeah,
over me.
yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
actually mainly
yeah,
the
yeah.
women who have an
And
issue
that's probably
with it.
why I've like stepped back to be like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
happy
what
you
do
got a
you remember?
girl.
How do you feel about that?
But no, I don't think it's just women because like
I don't know, because
I'm
like,
pretty sure I wouldn't want my girl doing up.
yeah.
Oh, after all of this.
If I'm being real, I'm just saying, innit? Like,
Okay, wait. So let's do
feel
some
like-
scenario. So going to the cinema at night is a no.
I don't
Your
mind.
girl with her male friend.
I don't mind.
Going clubbing together.
I don't mind.
Why are you going to the club?
Going out to dinner together.
I don't mind.
Street.
Wow.
Going to dinner.
To be honest, I don't really.
I don't-
Holiday,
Only mine.
holiday together.
I don't.
Well, just say
Are you
that's
mad?
different. That's different.
Are you mad? On holiday? Don't trigger me, man. That's nuts.
The only reason I'm,
There's a few things you mentioned that I wouldn't agree with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wouldn't agree.
Okay.
But there's others that I will let slide.
I came across this tweet on Shade Room. So my co-worker's boyfriend is going on a trip to Paris for 2 weeks.
You're
I
With
saw that
his
one.
ex.
Yeah, I saw that.
And she feels like she can't tell him not to go because they planned it out before she was
Big
even in the
chest saying.
picture.
Big
So
Wait.
she's letting him go. What about that? If you were in that situation,
If my girl planned a
your
trip
girl
with
planned a
another
trip
guy,
with her ex.
You know,
they planned it before you guys got together.
then we're not even dating yet.
That's
What
what I'm
is
gonna
that?
say.
Because that must be a really fresh relationship.
Yeah.
As she's
Never
getting on the
know.
flight,
How did you?
as she's getting on the flight, I would dump her, and then I'll just go.
these are the words
Yeah,
of Ephraim _London, and not the views of.
Where's the
Owen.
communication?
I would.
What, you'd send a little Caroline
must
Flack
like
me?
Yeah.
Telling you
Be
we
like,
coupled
jump,
with
jump.
someone else.
Yeah,
It
jump.
must be a fresh relationship.
But she would have spoken to
And
you
when
first.
she comes back, I'll be standing there with
Nah, it's a disrespect.
Joanna.
It can't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be going on holiday.
Yeah.
Ho-
Okay, so
Holiday's a
holidays where we
complete
draw
no.
the line.
Yeah.
Let's
Interesting.
invite me, boy. Make it free, fam.
Yeah. That's
But they
very
only booked one
interesting.
room though.
No, he can book another room.
They booked that
himself.
room as well. They booked.
They want all three of us.
And you're looking at me because I
Nah,
said
that's
I'll
wild.
don't
Nah,
go
that's wild.
on
Yeah, that's wild.
No.
Room.
He can book his own room. He can book his own
It's
room.
like a king size bed though.
No, if they want, we can come and share the
Give that bed
bed.
for me
Pillows in between.
and my girl, and he can go and book another room.
No, we'll share the bed in it. I'll sleep in between
Listen,
him and her.
we'll
It's
fuck you at
fine.
Disneyland. That's it. fam.
No, I think that scenario was a bit ridiculous because it only costs like
that's
£200
ridiculous,
to
bro.
change the name on the flight. So I don't really think
Mm.
they're doing way too much.
I don't know why
You
people
don't
want
have
to put
to
themselves
go.
in compromising position.
But that's peas though.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Because
That's
like,
easy spent already. Are you gonna get it back?
Yeah, but like you're saying,
You're gonna
that
spend
they-
more whilst you're in Paris. So I don't understand.
It's true, actually.
So I don't
Yeah, but it's
understand.
Paris. It's not.
have you ever had a situation with a friend that was a girl that might have turned different later on?
What do you mean?
How do you mean?
Like, have you ever dated someone that was a friend first?
Yes.
So it's dangerous. Like, why would you
It
have
is
compromising
dangerous.
positions?
I think
Yeah,
it is.
because when a friend knows you like inside out, technically, might feel lonely,
You feel more
might
comfortable
be
as
stuck
well.
together one time. Something
I'm
happens.
telling you, I'll check when the flight's departing. I'll just send one text.
That's mean.
and then
Do it like 30 minutes earlier, so make sure she's got reception still.
Oh,
you know?
true, yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
I'll do
you've
that.
been dumped.
Oh no! That's cold.
Have a safe flight.
Have a safe
That's nuts.
Are there
That
any
whole thing's
benefits
crazy.
to being
what?
friends with the opposite
Yeah.
sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perspective.
What do you think?
Perspective.
Perspective.
That's a massive one.
Yeah.
Because you know sometimes your girl's moving wild, and women just move wild, yeah. And
In
it's very,
general.
very
Can
hard.
we be careful
Yes, in
how we
general, they're
say these
mad.
things on this pod, please?
All the women are moving.
They are all
Women
they're
don't
all
move
mad.
I know, but as a man, yeah, sometimes you just think this woman's moving mad.
Yeah.
You don't understand where she's
Yeah,
coming from.
exactly. We don't.
Yeah,
understand.
and for the
So
life
she's
of
not
us,
necessarily moving mad. You just don't. You lack
mean,
understanding.
That's
No,
what we're saying. We don't understand, so we're
Why you're
trying,
moving mad?
We're going to speak to our female
yeah,
friend.
no, but
to
for the
advise
life
us.
of us, we can't figure it out.
Yes.
And us men, we're very logical, right? And you
Yeah.
might take the most abstract thing and apply emotion to it,
Yeah.
and we just can't understand. So having a woman you can speak to, and she's like, "Oh, okay, I can see it, and this is
Yeah,
why,
they
and
break
this
it
is
down
how."
for you.
Yeah.
So
So even if you still even if your head you still believe like, okay, she's moving mad.
Yeah.
At least you now know, okay, this is how I can pattern it.
Yeah. They give good advice.
yeah.
I think men could give good advice as well. Actually.
That's what I'm thankful because
Yeah.
my brain is I'm such like the most typical emotional individual of life. Like literally everything, how I am, emotion thrown into it. I'm passionate about everything. So having a good guy friend to kind of help me see things a logical way means I just behave slightly different.
So damn true. All right. How about It's interesting. I want to talk about shooting your shots because I feel like women we have our understanding of what works, like how we
Throwing
can do
eyes
it.
at someone is not shooting. Their shot. I just want to. Why are you laughing? That's a serious thing. Don't do that.
No, what do you mean? Me walking past you, it's like, no.
You see,
take
this
it,
is
right?
why I wanted to
Uh-huh.
discuss this, because
Okay.
men
Us.
also have their idea of the things they can do, and they might not be aware that this isn't actually working.
Okay.
So let's start with
let's
you
discuss
guys.
this.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
discuss this.
Yeah,
Let's discuss.
go.
Let's start. Okay, first of all, women. How do you think? Well, let's say how we would shoot our shot,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you guys advise on how you think
I
a
can
woman
tell
should
this shot
shoot
is
her
gonna
shot.
stink, bro. But carry on,
Okay.
carry on.
So for me, shooting my shot is if I like pass you on the street and you look at me and I actually look back.
What, as
You
in,
see
like,
women,
As
yeah.
in, like you're using your eyes to see.
That's me. shooting my
Basic
shot.
functions, sensory function.
Sensory
You
function.
think I'm meant to pick up on the
Wait,
hint?
hold on. You look at me and I.
That
you
just
being
tells me you're not
serious?
blind.
Are you being serious?
Sometimes though, I agree.
Are you being serious?
This
I'm
is,
telling you for real, this is what a lot of women think. I'm being honest. Let's have this conversation. So
So
how should we
if
shoot
you
our
look,
shot?
if you look at a guy, that means that you shot your shot.
If he's looking at me and I actually take the time to look back at him,
Yeah, okay, but how long are you looking back at him for?
are you smiling? Are you?
Yeah, like, what are you doing with your
You
face?
Just,
no, I'm not smiling.
I think
for real.
one thing about men is we're not psychic. So unless you,
Nobody is psychic, bro. No
I
one.
think they should be.
no,
Only
but like,
Professor Xavier is psychic. No one else is
no, but you know,
that's
with
mad.
ladies, they can pretend they like read between the lines. Yeah, with us
It's-
men, we
it's
just
BS,
can't do
man.
it at
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
you
yeah,
might be
yeah.
looking
So
at
unless
us
you,
because I don't
unless
know.
you express it like directly, we're not gonna pick up on it.
So what should we do? Okay, so say if we're on the street and you're looking at us
Yeah.
like you like us. Okay, for example, I was coming here today and there was this
Yeah.
guy outside his house and he's quite muscly, looked good. He looked at
Hey,
me.
uncle.
I looked at him and I kept walking.
Mm-hmm.
What should I have done?
Why are you walking?
Were you
Why
walking
are you-
or
what am I
running?
supposed to
Were you
do?
walking or running away?
Where are you going? Why are you walking away?
Yeah.
Because I'm shy. So what is
Say
I
hello.
beg, everyone is shy, bro.
Say hello.
Say hello.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's
Say
Communicate.
hi.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand.
can't.
I don't
Say
understand the
hi.
whole women shooting shot thing.
I can't. That's why I don't
can't-
do
Say
it.
hi.
I just
You cannot
can't.
say hello.
I can't
Say it.
not-
Try it now.
No, I don't know what's
Hello.
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 No, but even if you say hello, yeah,
That's
the way
crazy.
guys move, well, that's something we can pick up on.
Yeah.
Okay, she's talking to
That's
me.
actually
I'm
really
in
good
there.
advice.
If a girl says hello to me, I will speak to you. Even if I don't find you attractive, I'll still speak to you.
Hello's a bit formal though. I'll just be like, hey.
Okay, just
No,
be
no,
like,
but
hey,
some
then.
some form of greeting, innit?
Yeah.
like-
Wait, we're talking about on the street, like.
Yeah. So
Don't
it's
just
like
look
that.
at me and blink.
You see that?
I don't even know what that is. As like, if he did not come talk to me, he's missed his shot.
Yeah, but then
But
what
I
if?
feel like the good looking guys, they're a bit more. Then they don't act as crazy as the
Yeah, I know.
Ones we
right?
don't want.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, why is the
Can
ones
you
you don't want
imagine?
to have some
You
next
know how mad
energy?
that
It's
is?
like.
No, but it's true.
I actually don't understand what's going on.
All the
I've just gone
bros-
blank for the last
all
10
the
minutes.
bros are
Say
hilarious.
Why do you have so much energy?
Did you just say all the ugly dons have too
I
much
didn't say
bravery?
ugly.
I didn't
But
agree with someone
the
that I
ones that
want.
I find, the ones I don't want,
They have mad
Are the ones that
confidence.
come to you.
chasing me down the street.
Yeah.
But the ones that I do like, he's looked at me, I've looked
But
at
see,
him.
this is
and
why
then
men
we
might
both
not
kept
say anything
walking.
now. Because what if you speak to her
I hear
and,
you
and
now.
she just
I'll say
slaps
hey.
you down?
I'll just be like,
It's true,
that's
it's true.
hard though. I have to
No,
practice.
There's a misconception, yeah. There's a misconception that only women don't like rejection. No one likes rejection, period.
But
But we're not
Guys
used to
have been
it.
conditioned.
You've been
No,
conditioned.
you haven't
We've
been
been conditioned to handle rejection.
You're used to it. You've been shooting
that's
shots since-
conditioning.
Do you
No,
think-
wait,
okay.
That's conditioning.
To be fair, I do kind of shoot my shot, but not a guy walking down the street. Say it's like a bar or a club. I would position myself.
Yes,
So
that's
I'm
Is this
another
like
way.
strategic positioning nonsense?
Yeah,
So say like he's by
What
the
do you mean?
bar,
What
all of
do
a
you
sudden,
We're
like
talking about like
it's like
football formations. Or
yeah,
what do you
like
mean?
say like he's by the bar. I don't know what the next football formation is. My defense would be like.
You just go stand.
I
You
just
give
say
him,
hello.
you give him the
Yeah.
opportunity to approach you.
You know,
That
he's just like,
works.
I'm near you. I'm like 2
Just
feet away
say
from you.
hello.
I'll tell you something now.
I
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, what drink did you get, by the way? Just randomly start conversation.
That's calm. That's calm.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
wait,
That's
what drink's
calm.
good? I'm like, oh, okay,
Okay,
cool.
okay.
That's calm. That's you have to open your mouth.
No,
That's
no, no,
all.
no,
No,
That's
but
all.
hold
I'm
on.
not open.
If you ask him what drink he had and then he answers it and that's the end of conversation.
But then if she's done, I feel like that's enough.
Yeah, I feel that's enough.
I feel like he should clock
don't
that.
feel like
out.
that's enough.
What else should she do?
What
Like,
should I
like me,
do?
for example, right?
Yeah.
I don't pick up on clues. So,
You're in a relationship.
no,
Yeah,
no,
you
but,
should
but
be
even
blinded
with my
by
missus,
clues.
It's true.
even with my missus, if she hints at something, I've missed it completely.
Yeah.
Unless she says it like
Direct.
this, and
Move
this,
on.
I'm gonna miss
What am I
it.
supposed to say though? I've asked you what drink did you get?
Make some conversation. Hey, how are you, blah?
Why?
blah. Did you come here
Why?
after,
Because you like
babes?
the guy.
No.
Do you like the guy?
No.
You're attracted to
I'm
him.
attracted to him, but he should see me and then act accordingly.
And the
You
other
should
thing
see him
is-
and act
and
accordingly
and the
as
other
well.
thing is, yeah.
No. What is
I can't
this?
believe this.
It's not even a prosper because you don't want to just go and get
What
it.
happened to me? What is this?
Go and get it.
That's
It's
crazy.
yours.
Wait,
Go and
and you
get
know
it.
the other thing is,
he
yeah.
hasn't come get me. I've asked him what drink did he get. That's enough.
Now
I've-
in
make
in this
conversation.
climate, yeah,
Yeah.
men
In
are
this
a bit
economy.
more. In this economy, men are a bit more apprehensive now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like because if you're a bit too forward, things get said about
Things
you,
get-
and you don't really want that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
About men.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think that stopped a lot of men though.
It doesn't.
No,
It
I feel like in
doesn't.
this day and age, men are slowing a little
I think
bit.
I think the
Yeah.
wrong type of men won't care.
Yeah,
Like, they
exactly.
won't care what you
No,
say.
if you ask me
My
what,
bar trick has worked though. I'm not gonna lie. Still.
The what?
My bar trick has worked.
I
still.
might try that.
Yeah,
That's a good
that's
idea.
As long as you're not by the bar and then you purposely like bump into him.
No,
Like,
no, be genuine.
that's not hitting the shot.
Yeah.
The next thing he's
You
bought
have
me
to
my
open,
drink.
you have to open
Open
your
your
mouth
mouth.
and talk.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
bro.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, how do you shoot your shots? So
You know
we
what
can
my
tell
favorite
you
one
now.
is, yeah.
What's your favorite?
And I saw this every day growing up in Peckham. You know when someone's across the road, the African uncle, and they go,
That's it.
it's.
Like you're some cat.
That's crazy.
That's the best
That's
shot
the
I've ever.
biggest disrespect. I'm
That's
so used to it, I don't even flinch now when I do that. I just keep
That
walking.
is so
That's
funny,
crazy.
bro.
Oh, those things cringe.
That's funny.
So if you like to go
Do that.
I don't
across
know, you
on
know.
the road, you're walking, you're both walking opposite directions. What would you do?
Can't lie,
Honestly, I can't speak because I've been out of the game.
you've been
for
out of
so
the game
long.
for time, bro.
Yeah.
Look,
He's
Daddy was the
retired.
front there.
He's retired.
I don't know what I would do.
I don't really move to girls on the road like
Yeah,
that.
I've
Okay,
never
so when
done
do you
that
move to
anyway.
girls?
Yeah.
And it has to be a particular setting.
How
It can't
do you
just
do
be
it?
like,
How do you do it?
The girls,
House party.
yeah, that sort of thing.
yeah, house
Yeah.
party, I'll just come up to you and start
Yeah.
chatting. So.
Yeah.
Or if it's like a dancing vibe, then
Yeah.
we'll be dancing. Do you know what I'm saying?
So you just come up and speak.
I feel like it's
just
different.
communicating,
It's different
yeah.
every time though. I feel like I don't really have like a set method of this is how I approach girls all the
Yeah.
time. I just think it just depends on the setting and like how I feel at the time. Then I might choose whatever approach I feel like is.
I know me, I'd never approach a girl on the street.
I don't do
It's
that.
just never.
Yeah, no.
Because
Yeah.
in my head, I feel like that.
It's weird.
I feel it's weird. Like you're
Yeah.
trying to conjure up like this relationship out of thin air, like,
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
person is going about their day,
But what if
and
that
I'm
just
going
looks-
about my
Yeah,
day as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
just like.
What if the guy just looks fine? Just like, damn.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
have
you
met
see
the most fire girls that will come and ruin your life. A girl looking fire is not
You've got
enough,
Josh started.
bro.
You've got
Are
Josh
you
started.
mad?
It's true.
A girl looking fire
Josh,
is not
it's
enough.
okay. It's okay.
It's not enough, man.
I mean, I suppose you might say she looks nice, but then you keep it moving.
There are
You're
so
not-
many
you're not
fire girls, so
you're
it's
not
just
gonna,
kind of like.
That's what's so annoying. The guys that respect themselves, they have self-restraint when it comes to like on the road and stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
But
do
I
that
feel
thing.
like if you talk to her about something personal, like a few weeks ago, this guy came up to me. It was kind of nice. Instead of saying, he was like, "Oh, you have a really nice." I was waiting for him to say "bum." I was ready to just roll my eyes. And then he was like, "Oh, hair and your skin." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Hey, skin is a good one. Let me write
Yeah.
that
And
down.
then we were
True.
just talking. He was like, "Your hair
True.
is so nice, African queen. I love how it's natural." Blah 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 blah.
African Queen. Where
Did you
was
give
he
him the
from?
number then?
It's Jamaican.
Did you give him the
Okay.
number?
I did.
Swear. Have you
Yeah,
spoken to him?
only a little bit.
Okay.
No,
How
it's
old
not-
was he?
We're more friends, like my age.
Okay, fair enough.
Shout out man like Desmond.
Delroy and them.
Man like Delroy.
It's so funny. But I feel like when it's personal,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
feels. I don't like when it's stuff like talking about bum or anything about physical.
Them guys do
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yes.
So man them just approach you like, rah, the Bundesliga is just
There
fat.
was a
Looking
time when
fire.
I walked
Yeah.
down. I went to go buy some fabric because I like to design clothes. I went to
Yeah.
buy some fabric from Dalston, and it was summer. I was walking back to the station. The whole, Dalston Market, the whole strip.
Yeah.
This guy was like, excuse me, sister, your back is shaking. Excuse me. the whole
Christ.
strip, your back is shaking. And he was shouting, sister.
I just think that's creepy,
That's
man.
creepy.
same.
That's
It's just
really-
not
Yeah.
me. It's not my
Yeah.
style.
When I see guys like that, I purposely go like, yeah, I'm 12. Why are you still talking to me?
Yo.
Whoa.
That doesn't stop everyone.
No, don't.
I like
You
that.
do
I
look
like
very
that
young
attitude,
to be
though.
fair.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
somebody did
Get
tweet
them
the other
very
day
right.
that she just says to them now, I don't have any change, sorry.
Oh.
Just keep.
No, that's such a diss, bro.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
At the same time, though, I don't like dissing people because there's crazy people out on the streets, you know.
Ooh,
And
yes.
those are the type of guys that be offended, like when you reject
That's
them.
the fear
Your
of
butt is
rejecting
anyways.
guys.
With this, I'm just like,
That's
yeah, that's
their
what
mechanism.
I love that line.
You love that life.
That's how they cope with rejection.
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing. How can you
Yeah.
go out of
Oh,
your way
your
to
butters
pursue someone
anyway, no
and then
one
say
wants
your
you.
butters
Yeah, but
anyway?
anyways.
No, I remember one guy, I didn't give him my number, and then he later on, this was a club situation, he later on found stopped his friend to stop me, saying, no, like, seriously, man, really wants your number. I was like, this is a bit creepy, he's in that car, you have to give it to me. I was like, I feel like I'm, like, being a bit threatened here. This is how he's moving to me.
Security.
Security.
Yeah.
But anyway, so in addition to, once we've shot our shot, exchange numbers, start talking, I guess you now enter the talking stage. Which is always, it's interesting because both Mina and myself, we've discussed this on the pod and like we have our ideas, but it'd be interesting to see what guys think. What is the talking stage? How long
I think
should it go for?
It's an
What does it
idea
involve?
fabricated by women, and I don't
Women?
think it actually exists.
Yo, the toxic masculinity today is off the
It's a
shelf.
bit crazy.
Actually,
And I love it.
This talking stage you guys
this
talk
is the
about,
first, This is the first time I'm hearing it.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
This
You've
talking
never heard
stage
about
thing,
talking
I don't
stage?
like.
What
I
is
see
it?
it on the TL. That's where
How
I
much
see it.
talking is in the talking stage?
What is this talking?
What are we talking about?
Because
Surely your entire
the stage-
relationship you are
It's
talking.
the
Are you
stage
not?
before you become
Official.
Official.
What's the-
Oh, is that-
But you're
Exclusive.
dating though.
exclusive.
You're dating. Well, they talk.
So why do you call it talking stage?
Because you're talking, no?
But you're talking all the time.
But so
But you're just talking.
not necessarily.
Okay,
for example-
okay, yeah,
So-
you go.
if
That's
you
true,
if
though.
you
can't
if you
just
so
be
if
talking.
you
Sometimes
if you're talking to a girl and your friend knows this girl and they're like, what's going on between you and I don't know, Veronica, what would you say? Because
We're
you're not yet
dating.
you're,
We're
okay.
dating.
We're
Guys don't
linking.
normally say that with their chest. They'd be like, no, we're talking, innit?
Yeah, I'm quite surprised.
Yeah, guys don't say we're
Yeah, but
dating.
we
You
didn't
We
say
say
it's
do
a
only
thing.
do that to
dating,
sort of
do
like
you?
shut the
You
person
said
up.
I'm talking.
saying-
Where you going?
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that.
But
I hear that,
call it
but
a
still,
stage though. We want to say
Okay,
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's not a
Talking
stage.
stage,
Like,
dating stage, whatever
yeah.
you want.
Because
to
as
call
soon
it.
as you call it a stage, then there has to be time limits.
Yeah.
And then that's where it gets sticky.
That's what we're saying. There should
But
be
the-
time limits.
Okay.
Exactly.
Why?
Why?
Oh,
So
so
you
you
just be
want to
talking.
waste people's time?
But why?
Waste
Why?
wait, hold on.
people's
It's
time.
not about
But
wasting
no, but
people's
why?
time.
Why? I want to know why.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why would we want to know
Because
how
for
long?
me personally, yeah, if I was talking to a girl, yeah, and I really, really, really liked her and I wanted to lock it down, I wouldn't wait. I would just lock it down.
Okay.
So this stage thing of
Yeah,
it's
no,
been
this-
6.5 weeks.
I don't understand
I
that.
think the
stage
talking
thing, yeah.
stage is almost up. Time to secure the.
Am I a Gantt chart? Like, why are we like?
That was sick. Man said Gantt chart, you know. Only the project managers
done.
don't know.
Oh,
I'm
man.
done.
Like, why are we like just
Yeah,
let
No,
it
why
go?
would-
because
stage.
okay, fine. Maybe you guys are a bit different, but there are guys out there who will prolong that stage and waste a woman's time.
That's because they're beating
it really a
something
waste
else
of
on the
time,
side.
She'll get me angry.
I'm just asking questions. Is
Are
it
we
really a
all
waste
But,
of
and
time?
at the same time as well, like you get to know people in different
It
at
is a
different
waste
speeds.
of time.
Why?
It's not.
Why?
It's not because
Why is it a waste of time?
no. Some men can waste girls' time. That's if we're being real. There's
Oh my gosh, you're stating facts. Wow.
yeah.
But
Obviously, it's
why?
not black men because we
But-
don't cheat or nothing
Yeah,
like
but-
that.
Here we go.
No, but
But
why
like-
is it a waste of time? though?
No.
Okay, say a woman. Okay, I'll
So a
give
woman
you-
isn't talking to someone else during the talking stage.
I'm not. I don't. If
So
I
why are
really,
you being
You talk to one guy
exclusive?
during the talking stage.
Why are you exclusive?
Nina's like,
No.
nah, man.
it depends on the
Rookie
level.
error.
It depends on the level of the conversation. Once it starts to feel deep to me, I can't attach to more than one person.
I see.
That's the thing. I don't attach to more than one person. I've decided. I don't attach.
So even if I'm talking to 10 guys, there's one
Right,
in that
10.
10
Mad.
that I'm really attached
Yeah, man. The
to.
best way to explain it, yeah. You know I'm football manager, right?
Oh, here we
I want to
go.
understand
My
this
boy.
actually.
So
Go.
you know when your club gets a new buyer,
Yeah.
and during the negotiation stage for that buying, you can't buy any
you can't
players
sign any new players.
because you don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
what the future holds for that particular.
So why are you holding out for this one player?
No, not the
'Cause
player,
they're
but like
good.
the new owner. Because you're trying
Remember,
to figure out.
Right,
freeze the funds. So
They're
you
trying to
can't
figure
go
out like
in.
is everything good with us before I try and
Yeah.
it's
I'm
like
not
that.
gonna lie. I don't agree with speaking to one person during the talking stage.
Yeah, like,
I don't agree with it.
I don't.
Because you're there. Don't get me wrong. If you have one connection with one person, obviously don't go talking to every single person that's out there. But that guy hasn't secured you yet. The guy hasn't told you you are the only one. So why am I acting like he's the only one?
I hear
Why am
that.
I giving him girlfriend benefits when
No,
you're
not giving
one.
girlfriend benefits, but
Me only talking to him is girlfriend benefits. Trust me.
But have you not been in a situation where you've been?
I have, and that's why
what I'm
I don't,
saying.
and that's why I don't do that anymore. Where it's literally a thing of that's why Anna can go date Ovi and Jordan, but that's another conversation.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
But but it's a thing of like, if I'm talking to a guy, yeah, I can like him, but unless you definitely
isn't
telling
it
me that
like-
you want to be with me, then I can also go date another guy at the same time.
I feel
What's
like
wrong with talking to that just one guy? Like,
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm
No.
trying to say that I'm not only going to just talk to you.
yeah.
If another
My-
guy approaches me,
Yeah.
I will go on a date with him. I will go
No, of
talk to
course,
him.
definitely, but
if I
my-
feel a connection.
my experience with women, and I'm talking about all the women, from my sisters to my friends to myself. As much as we try and pretend we can do 200 million guys at the same time,
You cannot.
all of them have that one guy that they're holding out for. And I don't know, I'm at a stage where I'm not fighting nature anymore. I'm going to be who I am. And
Fair enough.
if I'm someone that...
is fighting nature, yeah.
It's not like that. It's just I don't want to be a fool. I'm not gonna lie.
I hear you. Don't want to be a
Because
fool.
It's just a thing of just like unless you know who you want and you know you want me, why I'm gonna act like I'm only like no, I'll go seek towards other guys.
But what Josh said was really
Maybe make
interesting.
you act right quicker as well.
That if a guy wants you, he will secure it quick.
Exactly.
He won't
Yeah.
waste time. And I
So
think that's
why
something
not?
a lot of girls need to think about.
Yeah. So yeah, why?
Wait, hold on,
why-
going back
if you
to-
want a guy and the guy's unsure about you, why are you then getting upset when he's
Yeah.
not?
There's so many
But
things
it
involved.
depends. So there's so many variables.
Denial.
because The amount,
takes
the
time.
amount of time as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, time.
If you've been talking to a guy for 2 weeks, you
Yeah.
cannot come and expect him to come and be like, "Yo, let's be
Yeah.
exclusive."
Yeah,
B.
no, I agree. I
Yeah, so
agree.
what is the time? That's the exact question. When should you start
there is
thinking?
no time limit.
There is no time.
No,
limit.
hold
It varies.
on.
It really
You know what?
does.
There is no time limit, but after 3 months.
Hey, that's a long time.
Exactly. After 3 months. Exactly. 3 months is a long time. 3 months is a long time. No, but real talk.
It is a long time.
After 3 months, go look at the
Hey,
situation.
that's 90 days, bro.
No, but look-
Your money back guarantee gone,
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie,
But yeah, after that point,
You're
you
gonna
as a girl need to look at the
3
situation.
months is a
and
long
go,
time.
have to-
Still.
No, do
Am
you
I
know what?
wasting
I'm
my
gonna
time
make a
here?
mad shout. Yeah, I think 6 months is like the uppermost limit.
That's talking about
That
being a
is really
personal
risky,
development
yeah.
review in a relationship.
I can't even lie, that's a lot still.
That's really
I mean,
months.
I
Because it's
think-
like, how
I
often are
think
you
3
seeing them?
months.
How often are you talking to
That's
them?
true.
The thing
Like,
is, yeah.
how well do you know them?
Some
Like,
people talk for a year, to be fair.
What if she just doesn't realize you're being friend zoned?
He's friends only
Yeah.
her.
Oh, okay. So what are the
Like-
signs of a guy friend zoning a woman? Let's know.
Well, not securing. That's what. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but if he's
Okay.
still doing
That's
bits
what
with
not
her,
necessarily.
then
What if he's like been done wrong by a woman and now he just don't trust no woman?
That's
He's
another-
dipping his
that's
toe in the
another
water,
one.
like,
that's
he's like-
another one.
can I be real as well? The talking stage is also the opportunity for you to find out what does this guy or girl want in a relationship. Do you see where
That's
things
true.
align? So in that talking stage, obviously, guy doesn't be like, I want you to be my girlfriend, but he's like, no, I'm actually looking to settle down with someone serious. If he's not talking like that, then you guys are already on different pages.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but some men,
But does that happen,
some men are
though?
a bit more closed.
Does that
And you
happen?
have to sort of
Does
pry
that
and
happen
poke
where you
and-
talk about
It's a
how
hard
serious a relationship is going to be?
You know-
I don't think that happens.
You know what it...
No, it happens.
I think when...
What, early?
Fam, let me tell you now. Within the
I'm
first
not
year,
talking to a girl and being like, yo, so what are you saying? I'm trying to get married in a few years.
I've had
That's
that
extreme.
before.
no, I've had that.
You've done
Really?
it before.
Yeah, with my current girl. Like within the first year, I knew what she wanted
That's
for the
the
future.
first
A
year,
year, that's
though.
a year, not like.
I'm talking about like you
That's
just
kind of
met
weeks.
them.
Yeah, weeks.
No, they're
weeks.
crazy.
Few months. Some months.
To be
Yeah.
fair, when you say like I start dating a guy, most of the time they say things like, not all of them, some guys are like, no, I really want to be serious, want to settle down. Another guy will be like, I just go on and take things with the flow, or all that kind of stuff. When guys speak like that, I'm like, oh, thanks. When guys talk about taking things on the what's the word?
Going with the flow.
Going with the flow. I'll be like, okay.
Triggers go. Triggers go.
Like a tidal wave, right? Like I'm the
Just go with the
river.
flow.
Go with the flow. I'm
Dead
like, okay,
fish go with the
cool.
flow.
Exactly. So I'm like,
Yeah.
go with the flow, cool, okay, continue. Let's see how long he starts saying that line for, see how it goes.
Okay,
Might trigger
interesting.
somebody.
It takes time to get to know people, though.
Go
don't
with
know
the
about
flow
you
with me,
guys,
continue.
But going with the flow means something else to be. Like,
It means we're not going
we're
anywhere.
not going anywhere.
Yeah, I like a bit of
So,
knowing what you want out
Knowing
of it.
what
So
you want.
during the talking stage, or dating, as you guys said,
Yeah.
are you sleeping together?
Yeah. What sort of
Okay.
questions that?
Interesting.
no, not always, but it's possible. It's available.
Musa answered that so fast. Musa answered that so fast, fam.
Not every time.
Like I said
Wow.
before,
Yeah,
try
but if
before
we're
you buy.
sleeping together,
So you're
then
doing all of
I
this,
wouldn't
you
date
don't-
anybody
This is what I'm
else. If
saying.
it was
That's
sleeping
what
together,
it is,
I
though.
wouldn't
For
date
most
anybody else,
situations,
yeah.
they're sleeping together.
Then like I think
Have you done a statistic?
I don't think
How
that's
do you
smart.
know
I don't
that?
think- Personally, I don't think
you
that's
should read
smart.
Steve
still.
Harvey's book.
think like a
Don't
man.
listen to that guy. He's waffling, bro.
No, he
That
did
guy
say
is
some things. No,
waffling,
he
fam.
did not.
He's
Like-
waffling. He's
I like
waffling.
what he said. I like how he
He
compared
thinks
it
he's
to...
got a mustache.
Wait, hold
better
on.
than us.
You lot are listening to a man who's 3 times married.
Huh?
That's what
Divorce is not a sign of failure.
2 times. He wants to come and chat to me, bro.
This is your advisor.
I've been
Whenever-
divorced 0 times, man.
Whenever we talk about the sleeping situation, it's always a bit of a grey area for me because of my situation. But if I'm being honest, that's where girls fall. Because if you are sleeping with him, you're not going to then start talking to other people because you only want to be close off to one person.
I don't know.
That's
so-
why
I think it
you
depends
guys
on the person.
recognise you're talking. You know what else though? Some girls can sleep with guys and it means nothing to them. If you've got that
Hot
level
girl summer.
of
Very few, I'm not gonna lie, very few girls can do that.
Oh, where's
Very
the statistics?
Few, very few.
You'd be surprised, Josh.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? With
Girls
men,
be
yeah?
catching feelings when the wind
think-
blows, bro.
With men, if we're beaten, and that's that. But with ladies, if we're
It
beaten,
means-
it leads into other things. So I think that's where we as men have to be a bit more honest.
I feel like beating, I feel like beating is the very last hurdle. Like beating it, if you get
some people do that first day.
Yeah, that's
no, but this is what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is beating is the very last thing that you as a woman have. If you let that go,
That's true.
This is toxic.
But
It's not toxic, it's
though.
true.
This is toxic.
It's true.
This is toxic.
it's the truth.
I
This
like
is toxic.
It's not
the
toxic.
idea
It's
that
the
sex
truth.
is something that a woman gives
No,
a
no,
man.
but,
I don't
no,
like
but
that.
Tell you,
Do I not need permission? I need
Yeah, we
permission.
both need permission. We're both consenting.
No,
I rate that. But if we're
That's
keeping
not-
it a
that's
buck,
not what we're saying.
But if we're keeping it a buck, yeah.
Once a girl's opened her legs, she's opened her heart.
That's it. It's free.
She's become vulnerable in front of the guy. No, it's true. It's true. You know,
You
know
are going
around your
between
life.
2 lanes. Pick your side.
No, but the thing is,
No,
that's
it's
the
true.
problem. That's why.
If you okay, let me not use the word give, yeah. But if you start sleeping with a guy, yeah.
Once you let him into your body,
What? I mean, where else?
what else do you have?
What else?
Especially
What
if
else do
he's,
you have? Oh my gosh, I'm
no,
gonna go.
especially if he's
No,
giving
but
you that
what-
good,
what
your
else-
head's gonna get
what else
If you
do I
spun.
have?
if you move in with the guy as well, what else?
Wait, hold on. Who's moving
Who's
into
moving
that?
in?
No, that's what, no,
Wait,
no,
during
no.
the talking
No,
stage,
not during the
you're-
talking stage.
you're-
Not during the talking stage. But I mean,
Mad.
generally speaking, yeah. If you move in with a guy, say you've been dating for 2 years, and you move in and you're sleeping together, what else?
Wait,
What
hold on.
motivation is
You know,
there for the brother to
I
be
get-
like,
I get
oh,
what
let
you're
me
saying.
lock you down, fam?
I get what you're saying, but it's a thing where if a guy just wants a girl for sex, he like as soon
He'll pattern
100%,
that.
He'll
He'll
pattern
pattern
that.
that.
Once he's got what he's what he needs.
He's gone.
He's gone. But
Nah,
if
but
he
what
actually
if
likes,
that
if he
Nash
really
is
likes
mad
her,
and he's not gone, bro? If he's mad and he wants to stay,
of course he'll come back for more as long as she keeps on. She's fine with it.
Okay, so what should girls look out for? If, okay, me for example, I'm single, I'm gonna date. I don't want to be in a situation
If
where
they keep on sexualizing every situation, and
Yeah.
all they think about is bum, breast,
Or
or
just
I wanna
sex.
get you alone, Netflix, do all that kind of.
Or if it's a thing where you've started off there, like you're really, really chatty, you've had really good dates, and then he's hit, and everything's flatlined.
I've seen that with
yo,
people.
that's
Yeah.
peak.
I've seen that with people, and
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Or when he just pops
Men.
in when he's trying to hit.
I wouldn't
Or-
lie, that's happened to me like
Yeah,
years
it's
ago,
happened to
and that's why I am the way I am now. It's just like I can talk to other guys and I won't give guys certain things unless
Yeah.
we're serious, because I'm an emotional person and I'll get mad emotional over who. Like it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You're smart.
It's
Okay.
taking me time though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we've agreed that there's no time limit.
I said 3 months.
But
guys
I'm
were
not
toxic
gonna-
men-
but I'm
toxic
not
men
even
have
gonna
their time
lie,
limits.
6 months is a
But if a
bit
guy
madness
really
or
wants
so.
you, he'll secure it.
He'll secure the thing.
No,
Fair enough.
not necessarily. He'll lock it
You know
down
what,
once
though?
he's
Nah, you know what?
discovered
Once he's
he's
ready.
yeah.
Because another thing that I feel like women don't deep, yeah. Let me just
Yeah.
educate you guys one time.
What is it? What
me
is
bring
it?
up my
You
notes.
can't
I
say.
think timing is everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like a guy might really, really like you, yeah, and want to make you his girl. But I don't think people understand how much stuff has to be processed and patterned before a guy takes that step. Because it's a big step to take. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not no joke thing. When
You know,
make
commitment's a lot.
commitment
from,
commitment is a,
Oh,
it can be a lot. It can be a
It
lot.
is.
No, I
It can
agree.
be a
I
lot.
agree. I agree.
It can be a lot.
Commitment is
No, because
whatever.
it's not even that.
You want me to wife you when I'm not ready. The relationship will flop, and then you'll be
Why
mad
is
at me.
commitment a lot for a man? More
Yeah.
for a man than a woman? I'm trying to understand.
I don't know. I just think it's the way we're wired. Like we're
Yeah,
just.
we're just wired
Do
different.
you tell you what it is as well? Like, a guy wants to be in a position. I'm not a guy, but this is what I've been told by guys. That where he feels like he's able to like provide. Yeah, he's secure within himself. He also I could be wrong. Also, any girl that he brings is going to be representation of him as well. So it takes a lot to guys say, like, I'm out of the game, all that kind of stuff. This is the girl I want to be with. So he has to make sure that he's assured of everything.
Oh, everything's got to be in place.
Yeah.
And I think as well, if we're gonna go even deeper, you have
That's
to
what I've
look
been
at
told.
like the way men have come up as well. It might make us vary a lot. So you might get the relationship guy, or the guy who never saw his mum with anyone, who just doesn't trust.
Yeah.
People.
It's not,
Do you know
it's
what I
not
mean?
so cookie
Yeah.
cutter, do you know what I mean?
I just think women, we just need to be...
I think
You need to relax.
We need to be more logical the way the man is thinking.
I think
Yeah.
men vary a lot more than
vary,
women do.
Yeah.
So where you can sort of get away with like applying a one size fits all rule with women,
You
No,
can't
don't.
really do that.
you can to an extent.
You can't.
It's okay.
You can to an extent.
I think it's both, to be honest.
I think
Like,
with
it
men you
varies
can't
for
do it
both.
as much.
I feel like it's both. Like women, it varies. Men, it varies. You just
I
have
think-
to come to
This guy
understand.
is annoying.
E-man, the king of diplomacy.
I think you can stereotype women
It is.
easier than you can do men. If,
This guy.
like, I'll just make it blunt like that.
I think because you understand men, you would think women are easier to just group.
You know, talking stage, yeah? You know, obviously, because it was always the guy that first talks to the girl. Like,
Not always.
Not always.
But yeah.
Okay, I don't understand the other
Remember,
way
we're
around,
shooting
but
our shots
okay.
now.
Not
Hot girl
always.
summer.
But it's because for me, it's always the guy that talks to me first.
Yeah.
My
All right,
problem
big
is
man.
my problem is when the guy clocks that I actually do really like him, and then the dynamic shifts in that talking stage. That's where I get a bit weary. Like,
You're scared of ceasing power. That's your problem.
So that's the bit where I'm like, no, I know you,
You have
want
to.
me.
You have to know. But listen.
No, I don't like
No,
him.
but
power
listen,
away.
listen.
No.
Listen, I know, but at the end of the day, if you want a relationship with someone, you have to sacrifice power. You just have to.
But in the talking stage, it's a tricky one because
What this talking stage?
No, but it's
you have created this talking stage thing.
you've agreed it was talking stage.
Yeah,
Because-
I'm agreeing for the
I'm saying
context of
that
the conversation.
I'm
What do you
talking
say?
about the
But in my life
What do you say? What do
personally,
you
the
say?
dating stage.
in my
Yes,
life
the dating
personally,
stage, whatever
you
stage
have to
this is.
seize. You have to seize.
Talking's a new. I'm seeing her.
You have
innit?
to, yeah, but you have to seize power. At
It's
some
good
point.
business practice,
No,
if nothing else.
I'm not gonna lie.
Because that's how you build trust. You can't build trust without
I have
sacrificing
no,
something.
don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm some like hard nut person. I have seized power, but that's where it gets tricky because if I give you a bit of power and you start playing stupid, you know.
Then you move on.
Yeah.
You see, that's the thing.
You just have to roll the dice. You just have to take the
It's a
gamble.
chance.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
risk. There's
It's risk.
There's
Yeah,
risk.
it's risk.
It's risk.
It's risk, but I feel like I'm only willing to give up the power once I see the person is worth it. If they're
Okay,
not,
but well, how
Guys-
does a person show you that they're worth it though? What do you want to see?
if
gonna
I
be
feel
different for each woman.
secure, I think I said this on your pod as well.
What
If
does
I feel
secure mean?
secure, as in I'm not walking
He's
around
rich.
wondering. I'm not walking around wondering if you're
He's
talking
rich.
to. No, it's not rich. I'm not walking around thinking, is he talking to other guys? Is he like
Other guys?
cheat-
That's a
other
lot.
girls? Other girls, sorry. If he's not talking to other girls, not
I-
cheating on me,
I
like
said, was it?
Cheating
Don't know
on
what
you,
I'm
but
talking about.
you're just talking.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
you know what I mean.
I'm not trying to talk about my poetry, but I was writing a piece yesterday, and I was like something around the line of like, I always fall for the scam of a man. No, I mean the charm of a man. A guy can fool you into some stupidity.
So can a
And
woman.
literally,
I
you'll be
wonder
like,
Women
can
I
fool
think
guys
3
as
months.
well.
I think 3
Where?
months is the maximum a man can hold his act.
okay.
From what I've
fair enough.
seen, most men.
You have not seen actors.
So wait, after 3 months, what should you do?
You see the real him. I feel like for
and
the
do
first
what?
3 months.
Do what? What's the action?
No, but this is the thing.
Do you just leave him alone? And...
I want to see the real you. I'm mature enough to know that nobody's perfect, and I just want to know if I can work with you. I want to see your worst. But I feel like at the beginning, there's this little tango stage where we're both being really polite, really nice.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
That
I want to get to the
honeymoon
nitty
kind
gritty.
of-
I want to see what
yeah.
you're like when you go off.
Yeah.
Like what
But I
happens.
don't think you want that though. I think you want
No, but you
I
need
do,
it.
I
You
do.
need it.
Because I also want to see how you're like when I go off as well.
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
still
See me
stand
at my
there.
worst as
Yeah,
well.
Nah,
Exactly.
man. I don't think women can really.
I don't think you can hack it, you know.
You can't handle the truth.
Maybe I can agree with that. Fair enough. But I believe relationships are always at least 60-40. I don't think that
What do you
ever
mean?
Which way?
50-50. And I don't think the man can handle being the 40.
What, true?
What do you mean? 40 what? 40 what? I don't understand.
So percentage. So the guy 60% being you're putting 60% in and the woman puts 40% in. I think that is the ideal relationship from what I've seen.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
The guy should put in more. I
This,
agree.
this,
Why?
this is the problem.
The guy should
Right.
be into it more than she
Yeah.
is.
I think
I,
actually
the successful relationships I've seen, the man
Yeah.
is way more smitten with his girl than she is with him.
Yeah, same.
Josh,
Way more.
Future would be disgusting.
Yo, honestly, the toxic male in me is raging.
No, but it's true. It's true. Men don't know how to act with.
I don't think because I've been
You're the
go
pursuer.
crazy.
The guys are the pursuer, no?
no, yeah, but I've been in relationships where I liked the girl way more than she liked me.
Yes.
And then I feel like after a while it just balances out anyway.
Yeah.
Because then they realise I'm amazing.
You think it's balanced
and
out.
It's just a wrap from there. And then there's been times where the girls liked me and I've not really been that into it. And then over time, so I feel like it always
You
balances
have to
out.
convince a guy to like you.
Yeah, no, listen, it's hard out here for y'all. It's hard out here.
Okay.
But I feel like it balances out.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Do you guys have any deal breakers in a relationship?
Plenty.
Like things you just absolutely will not
way
tolerate
she talks.
from a woman. Oh.
Oh yeah,
Like how?
Disrespect.
Like, if she-
Disrespect.
If she calls me blood,
Oh, so you don't like slang.
I don't like it from a girl. Like
yeah.
But a guy can speak like that, but a woman
to an
can't.
extent, like obviously, like I think for both of them, it's a bit cringy after a while.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like,
it
imagine
is,
you're
isn't
in bed with the girl and she calls you fam, I'd die.
To be fair,
Night fam.
you know what certain guys
Night blood.
Yo, brother.
Yo, Maggie, hey, run that, fam. That's nice.
Yeah, no, it can't happen. It can't happen.
I can't remember. I remember speaking to a guy. I can't remember how he referred to me, but it was something like "We're family UK," and I was like, "Who?" Like, it was something like that, and I was like,
I would only
Wait.
say that.
I would only
if
say
it
that
was
if-
bad.
It was
If
in a joking
bad.
way.
Yeah.
I would do it in a joking way.
"No, it wasn't that." They would say "yo" to me on text. I hate that.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with
I don't
that?
mind
I
yo.
personally hate
Wait,
that.
oh, wait,
I
my
don't
God.
like-
Did I say you?
You can say yo to me. It's alright. We're not like
Okay.
doing that. But like, if a guy I'm seeing says like yo, I'm like, oh, wait,
I do
What
that
you want him to
sometimes.
say? Princess.
maybe,
Oh
Darling.
damn.
maybe. Apparently, I have princess
Darling.
syndrome.
My
anyways.
lover.
No, things like that just bug me.
Interesting.
You can't say yo.
No,
I don't mind it.
Why?
I
It's
actually
just
don't
Mina.
like
It's a
it.
Mina thing.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Not even
No, I've
in a
heard of
joking
it
way.
though.
like.
To be honest, some people don't
It
like
has
yo.
to be a joking way, but on a casual way, like, yo, what are you up to? Like,
That's just your
Excuse
pet
me?
peeve.
who you yoing?
Really?
Yeah.
You get irritated by that?
Yeah, just address me properly.
Wow.
Wow.
HRH.
Take it.
Okay. Any other pet peeves from the boys?
Where do we start?
Honestly, you're educating so many women
Emotions.
right now. Emotion.
I
Of course you
think,
didn't say
no,
that.
No, I personally think.
Stop it. No, don't.
I personally think
I
a
hate
woman's
this. I
emotion
hate this.
is the bane of any man's life, and over time we have to sort of evolve ourselves to be able to understand that woman's emotions.
You know what? I don't have a problem with emotion, but I have a problem with when emotion is disproportionate.
Yeah.
I.e., you're
To logic.
overreacting or you're
Yeah.
being over the top.
No, but
It's
to
really
them,
not necessary.
this is what I'm saying. To them, they're not necessarily overreacting, and
Because
you
they're
have
mad and they
to
don't
be
know
able
that
to
they're mad.
understand
Of course.
where they're coming from.
Of course.
But
Where are
as
they
men,
coming from, bro?
I don't feel like we necessarily understand things straight away.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So that's how oftentimes in relationships wires get crossed.
Yeah.
But I think guys who really do care for that girl, they will take time to try to understand where she's coming from.
Of course, but it's still a process.
Yeah, but at least you care. Like, there's some guys who are like, no, I'm done with this. Like, what is this? Like,
I
this
don't
is
know.
the most
Some
horrible.
days, yeah, I'm just like, yo, just
You don't have
yeah,
the patience.
just be emotional over there,
You
like.
don't have the patience.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially when you come with a problem.
No, you know what?
specific-
Yeah. My bro, this is what I'm saying, yeah? When a girl has a problem,
a specific
very specific problem, yeah?
And you give her the answer
And you
to the
give her the
problem,
answer to the problem.
and then she
I've
starts
heard
off
this.
with but.
She's still going, but this, but that.
You're not listening.
You're
to
not
me.
listening to me when I'm telling you what to do.
You're so blunt. You're so hard to talk to.
Oh, I'm trying to help you.
I have a different approach. Like,
It's not like hold on. It's not like you came to me saying that you feel low or you feel sad. You actually come
With a specific scenario.
I'm not gonna lie, I totally agree
And-
with
and
that.
it's like-
She's so
Yeah, no,
I
jarring.
can be like that. I've noticed that some people, when they ask for advice,
They
they don't want
the
advice, they just want you to cry with them.
That's them.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
the
But
one
I'm
bit where
happy.
I'm
I'm
opposite.
happy. I don't want to cry.
Yeah.
I want you to be happy as well. I'm giving you a solution.
Or sympathy, one of them ones.
Yeah,
Empathy.
empathy. Yeah.
I
No, 'cause
don't know.
I remember one time I was so
I struggle with
irritated with a guy. Like, I was so irritated, and we was in the car together, and he was just like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, but I'm pissed. Like, what do you mean you don't want to talk about it? Just like, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, cool, I'm going to be quiet the whole time too as well. We ain't going to speak till we deal with this freaking issue. Like, seriously.
No.
Because you're not understanding where I'm coming from. It's irritating
Fair
me.
enough. I
It was
understand.
irritating me so much.
No, that's cool and that, yeah, but if I'm giving you a solution to the problem, take the solution, please.
But it's not a
But
solution.
do you know what? I've learned how
But
to
it's
hack this.
Hold on.
I've
The
learned how
thing
to
is,
hack this.
I feel sometimes women just ignore the part where we say, I agree with you, this is a sad scenario, but this is how we can
This is how we can fix it.
resolve it.
But do you know-
just ignore that part, we've just said.
Don't get
that-
me started.
No,
and
but
then
you
you're
have
just-
to
to vent.
You have to
Vent
say it
and
with
say-
empathy, though. You have to be like, I
But I
agree
am.
with
I've
you.
said
Like,
I
this
agree.
person
No,
is such a
but
dick.
why-
Like,
why-
why would they do that?
But why wouldn't we just go out our way
And
to
then pause,
Yeah.
act like you're
Yeah.
contemplating.
Yeah.
You already know the answer. It's like, why don't you try blah,
But
blah,
that's
blah,
the
blah,
problem.
blah.
That's-
That
Yeah,
usually
no,
works.
I
That
do
was
that
me.
though. I do
That's
that
the
though.
problem.
Do you know-
And it's
So
like,
here's the
fact that
problem,
you
yeah.
do doesn't
You
work.
guys look at problems like math solutions, like 2 + 2 = 4. But
We're
it's not
very
how
logical.
It is
It's
an
interesting.
essay.
I'm quite
It is
logical.
an English literature
Ain't
test.
got time for
Can
that
we get your
essay,
paragraphs
bro. Ain't
through?
got time
Can
for
we
that.
discuss different points?
Oh my
Can we
God.
discuss
Wait, hold on.
When you send a
Hold on.
guy a long essay pouring
Come
your
and get
heart
your
out,
Don't ever do
and he
that.
says, K.O.
Baby girl, don't ever do that. Don't ever play yourself.
No.
Who's this essay, bro?
I don't understand that.
messages,
You
like
know,
essays I've done.
People at
done.
work, people that go to work and you're sending essays.
Yeah, that's
No,
mad. I don't even
no.
get essays from clients.
I'm
You're
done
sending
those
me
days.
essays.
That's
I'm done with
I'm
this.
literally like, I'm gonna be quiet till we
No,
can
no.
speak on the phone. You can hear my essay over the phone because I
Yeah,
can't do it.
speak to
I
me
will
first.
My
never
heart,
forget.
the K, like cool.
I was dating this guy who was moving mad. I was like, what's going on?
What was he doing?
I listed it. I was like, why are you doing this to me? You know how much I love you. Da, 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 da,
You said
da.
love.
I loved him. I was like,
Oh.
why? Like, you're
That's
breaking
where
my
you went
heart.
wrong.
Like, I go out of my way
Yeah.
to do this and this is what you do. But it was a long essay.
That's mad.
He responded like 2 days later. LOL.
Lol.
Hey, that's toxic, bro. That's toxic.
I was like, where's the
You know
window? Let
what?
me jump
I'm
out.
not even that bad yet.
I'm not that bad still.
You know what I'll do, yeah?
LOL.
You know,
I was like, no.
No, this is why
Nah.
I can't do certain things with guys because I'm crazy. I would have gone to his house, knocked on his door, like, so this is the message I sent you. Where is the response? I'm crazy like that. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it.
Do you know what I do, yeah?
I hate it.
You know when you get them long texts, yeah? I won't do K,
would
I'll
you go
just
to
do
his house?
Just make it sound like I'm
Exactly.
considerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll respond, but like, it won't
It'll be
won't
short and
it won't
snappy.
I
be
don't do
essays.
long texts anymore. We'll just talk about it.
Yeah, just talk.
Yeah, just call me.
And one thing I noticed is with
But some
guys,
guys do long
you just have to
texts as
state
well,
the
you know?
facts.
Yeah.
Some guys do long texts as well.
What guys
Do
this,
they?
bro?
Yeah, there's a bit. This
What
whole
guys are
toxic.
you talking to?
No, this whole toxic masculinity. Guys are now starting to share certain emotions. I'm like, I'm confused. Like, I don't like this.
Isn't it?
And when I get long texts from guys, I'm a bit like,
That's interesting.
You know
what?
what?
You want to text me? Do you want to
They want us to open up. When we open up, they shut down. Look at that. What is that?
They get confused.
Oh.
No, it's just because the long text was irrelevant to life. Like, so,
So then when it's irrelevant to the guy, then what?
no, it wasn't relevant at all. Like, whatever you were saying was pointless.
Mad.
Do you know what?
That's
Jennifer
what
said
guys feel.
something, yeah, and it really bothered me. You know what phrase I hate from women?
What?
It's not what you said, it's how you said it.
It's true though.
Nah, because sometimes I'm just giving you, like, I'm just giving you the truth, like, straightforward. Like, why should I have to
Give an
sugarcoat
example.
it?
You should. If you care about
Like-
the person, sugarcoat it.
Are you mad? No, I'm not sure.
Sugar is bad for
But
you.
you
I'm
care
not
about
into
that
diabetes.
person,
I can't. No, the thing is,
Like-
the reason I'm talking to you about it is because I care about it.
Okay, if your girl's putting on weight, what would you say?
I'll
I'm
tell
putting on weight. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do it like that.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
For
joking.
example, at work, yeah, if I have to talk to the person I'm managing and they're doing something wrong, I give them the crap language. I show them what they've been doing right. I address what they've done wrong, and then I address what we can do to make the situation better.
They're being paid though.
You don't.
You're
Fair,
paying
fair
them.
enough. Fair
You know
enough.
Okay, your
But
sibling, for example, it's the same kind of thing.
My
I'll
siblings
just
just
tell
pay.
them.
No, you just hot them up.
Something.
Yeah, I just fuck them up still.
Siblings a bit
I
different.
just fuck them up.
Siblings a bit different because
If my girl is putting on weight,
Yeah, so what would you say? Honestly.
I don't know, that one's a tricky one.
That's
Yeah.
a-
Oh,
Because
now
Because
it's
you-
tricky.
You know why it's tricky, yeah?
Because
Because
women are
it's in
very
your best
sensitive
interest to
when it comes
pattern
to-
it properly.
Yeah.
otherwise,
Because if you
it's-
don't pattern it properly, she's
a
closing
wrap.
up her legs, then you lose as well.
Bro. I would just say.
No, but like,
I would just say, listen, I'm on this gym thing still. I feel like,
Like,
we should,
come and
we should
join
go
me.
gym.
Yeah, we should both go together.
because
I'm
the thing
not
is
gonna lie.
now,
That's what I
What
would
you say?
say.
like, if you go, oh, babe, you've put on weight, or babe, you're fat, she now
Babe,
turns
you're
around.
fat.
You can't say you're fat, bro. You can't just say that.
I just realised what you said.
That's too
No,
blunt.
something
Yeah,
to that
that's
effect,
the-
innit? Now
Yeah,
she
yeah.
starts to say, oh, I don't feel sexy, and that now creeps into your relationship. So now,
that's and that's for me. What's the problem is like I'm very confident in my own skin. I know I could definitely lose weight and things like that, but I'm confident in how I am. I believe any guy I'm with should also make me feel like I'm queen bee, my body's amazing, he loves my body. But if I'm putting on weight, because he's fed me all this, literally you're amazing, all that kind of stuff, he can be, I feel that when he does tell me, it's coming from a place of love and a place of care. Because even though I'm putting on weight, I know that he still finds me attractive. And I think if it's not set up like that, I do feel for girls, like, when I talk to a lot of my friends and stuff like that, and some of my friends don't feel comfortable in their own skin. I'm the type of friend on holiday, I'll be walking around naked because I don't really care. No, but that's around girls. No, but
She's so excited right now.
I can put weight on and nobody can tell me nothing. I know I put on weight on, but I'm still sexy. But that means the guy should also have been telling me all of this stuff from beforehand. You can't just there be telling me I'm fat, but you haven't told me you're attracted to me. You haven't told me all of this stuff beforehand.
No, but it's like,
and that's the difference.
That's actually quite
You can't
true.
just come out of the blue.
You can't
and
come
say
out of the
you're
blue and
fat.
say
as a
it.
man, how would you girls want him to say it?
Yeah. And be honest.
I don't know, because guys are a bit sensitive as well.
What do you mean?
I had an ex who he went to
put on
Nigeria
weight.
and he came back. He was
Bad handed yeah and that.
I was like, oh my gosh, baby, you put on a little bit of weight. And he was quiet. We go sit down in the living room. He's like, Jen, if you just lost a little bit of weight, you'd be perfect.
No, you can't say that.
You can't say that.
No, you can't say that. That's bad. You can't say that. You can't say that.
You know what? Yeah,
I'm toxic, but I'm not that.
I'm toxic,
But
but that's a bit much.
That's mad.
Yeah, but he probably, he's quite
bad.
sensitive. And he
Men can be sensitive,
He thought that was a
so-
shot. So
Nah,
he's like,
But I was really nice
He
about
was trying
it.
to. He was trying to shoot one back. Still,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
cold.
yeah.
Still.
See, I'm really playful. I like playing with their belly a little bit. And be
I
like,
was touching him as I said it. I was being really
No,
sweet.
you can't do that.
wait, what? Wait, hold on. So
You're playing with his belly. You're telling me
So wait, can you see why he's
Can you see why he said that now?
Can you see why he said that?
You're a bad man. No, you're a bad man.
Wow! That's the,
Oh my gosh, I just
Jen's
realised
doing
that was
drum
wrong.
and bass with his belly.
So wait, you're there flicking his belly waiting for it to ripple, yeah?
Do you know what? Because he usually
That's
has like a
crazy.
6-pack and his belly was low-key hanging, nearly hanging. I was
Wow!
Yeah, this
I was
man.
like, oh,
Can you
baby.
see why he was
That's
sensitive?
bad. I
Can
can't
you
even
see why
lie.
he was like, raw?
That's very toxic.
He's
That is
there,
very
man.
toxic.
But he should have told me. I didn't know. I
that's
didn't
very
know.
toxic.
But I'm pretty sure if you're playing with his belly,
But
he
if that guy
knows.
came
He
and-
probably
he probably knows.
He knows. Oh shit! I put on.
This is the thing as well, yeah. That I feel like we haven't addressed is the
I don't
fact
know, weight
that
is so tricky.
It's so
so
tricky
everyone
for
has to
everyone.
be. Everyone has to be responsible of their own body and their own health, innit?
Yes.
I in an ideal world, I shouldn't really have to tell you that you're putting on weight. In an ideal world, you'll clock and you.
You should know.
In an
Most
ideal
times
world.
they do know already that they're putting on
You
weight.
should
know.
already know and be trying to, you know.
But at the same time, I still want to be attracted to my guy. So if my guy does kind of point it out, I would pattern up a little bit. But like, you know what? I can lose a little
No, I
bit.
understand
And
that
Josh as well, yeah. Relationship weight's a real thing. Like,
It's so
Because you're going out
real.
all the time and eating. And
not even
No,
that,
You
but
kinda
like
let go of yourself.
Oh, you fall off, you get
yeah,
complacent.
You let go of yourself,
when you're
right?
in
Yeah.
love with that person and they're in love with you,
I see it happen all
no
the
one
time.
really
That's
patterns
That's
the
what
other one
happened to
properly.
Amy still on Love Island.
Nah,
What do you
get
think she
tapped
put on
anyway.
weight?
No, she didn't put on weight,
She
but
just let herself go.
exactly.
She stopped.
Sorry,
like-
She stopped putting on makeup. Her hair was looking.
see.
She was
looked like a
getting that
badger,
to begin
fam.
with.
Yeah,
Wow.
no wonder Curtis. Anyway.
That's crazy.
We'll get to that one anyway.
Okay, so are there any other deal breakers for you in a relationship before we do the girls?
Bad hygiene.
Oh my gosh, women.
I
they
never
can't-
encountered a girl with bad hygiene. Man.
Actually, I have.
I haven't dated a girl with bad
I've
hygiene.
never dated a girl with bad hygiene, ever.
I don't know.
But sometimes you get the girls that they walk past you and they're just smelling anyhow.
How?
Even men.
How?
No. To be fair, even men, like people in
No, I
general.
think people
yeah,
do
yeah,
smell.
general.
People
I
in
think
general.
guys are a bit more likely to smell though
But for
than
me,
women.
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
hygiene's a complete no.
I think.
Yeah, I
I think
agree
for
with
me,
It's a non-starter.
this one's a bit of a personal one, but it's self-awareness. Like when it's just
You know I love self-awareness.
like
What
when
do you
you
mean?
have no idea what you're like. You have
Coming
no,
across as.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just saying and being.
Yeah.
However,
It's just, yeah.
in
it's
the
just
wrong
like, relax.
settings.
Yeah. Just relax.
Yeah.
What if she's aware but she just doesn't care?
Then that's a
Then
bit
you have to have
That's
a
bad.
conversation still.
Things like
yeah.
we're in a intimate setting and you're talking really loud. I'm just like, why are you talking so
Isn't
loud?
that Nigerians?
I feel like that's why you've been dating Nigerians. That's why. You need to date someone.
You see the auntie on the bus and she's just screaming at the phone.
Screaming.
No,
Yeah.
even my parents are like that. They'll be having a phone conversation. The phone is on speaker, and they're
My mum does
shouting.
that,
Why
actually.
are you shouting, bro?
I don't get it.
But
Yeah, it's mad.
yeah.
I feel like my pet peeves, I pick up on them as they happen. I can't really sit here and be like,
So what have you picked up on
This
in the
and this and
past?
this.
What's pissed you off or annoyed you a bit?
what's pissed me off?
Insecurity.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
fair.
You know-
Everyone's a bit insecure.
Everyone's a bit insecure, but there's
But
a
you
point,
know when it gets tedious.
there's a point where you get sick of it, and
Or
it's
when
like,
they're needy.
listen, yeah,
And my boy Josh, he doesn't deal with that well.
No.
At all.
Okay.
But yeah, nah, I'm pretty chill though. I'm pretty like I don't have a long
long
of
list.
things.
Yeah.
Mina, do you have any?
Of not pet peeves, but things like
You don't like? Yeah, yeah.
Mine's are really like obvious ones though.
Go
Like,
on. You never know.
Well, like he has to be working and driven and.
no, it has to be
He has
Christian.
to be rich.
That's not
Where's
a pet
this
peeve.
narrative coming from?
That's
That's
a
a
standard.
What's going on?
That's a standard.
Yeah,
That's
pet
a standard.
Deal breakers for you, things you that
deal
make you
breaker. That's
walk
a
away.
deal,
Yeah, that's a
deal
deal
breaker.
breaker.
That's a deal breaker. If
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Christian. Deal breaker as well for me is guys who have anger management issues. Like it's not even that they'll be mad angry at me, but everything you're pissed off at. Like, what is this? I can't have that type of energy around me.
Yeah.
There's certain guys like that where it's just like,
Don't
oh, do
hate
you see
them.
the worst person looked at me?
Don't
Nobody
date.
cares
Or if they're
don't
violent.
Date, don't
Don't
date an
care.
Arsenal supporter. That's
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
Arsenal
stress.
Arsenal supporters,
stress.
yeah, they're stressed.
What
They're
now?
sorry.
What's the
It's
you see-
about the team.
He's already started.
No, I grew up in
yeah.
Tottenham, innit? So like, my
Oh.
dad's a mad Spurs supporter, so Arsenal supporters are just like, I think my dad would disown me, so it's not even possible.
So it's a non-starter.
It's a non-starter,
It's a non-starter.
literally
Wow.
non-starter. I'm playing.
Sorry, boys. Unlucky.
Oh man.
Respect, but obviously that's just
Yeah,
a given.
yeah.
But there's certain guys who would just, I can't even. You have to be in the situation, but will just talk
What,
to
like,
or treat
say-
you anyhow.
Like say you're arguing and he calls you a bitch. Or
Oh my
something
gosh,
like
I
that.
can't take
we're
that.
done.
Don't call me
What
any
is
name.
this?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So, because someone posed this question to me as a guy, yeah. What do you value more, respect or love?
Respect.
That's interesting.
But then how can you how can you love someone
someone
without
without
respect
respect
them?
them, yeah.
Ask your parents.
So you don't think that you don't think there is a separation? To be honest?
I think it's
Actual
separation,
mommy,
yeah.
I want it.
I don't think there's a separation actually.
So you think
Love me,
you
treat me
think
like trash?
no, but
Huh?
you think so? Have you you love your mum, right?
Yeah.
You tell me you've never disrespected your mum before. You have gone quiet. You have gone quiet.
Disrespect.
Exactly. So love
But
and
I'll
respect,
pick love
love and
then.
respect
No, I
aren't
value
necessarily
respect.
synonymous.
I don't care how in love you
No,
are.
no, but Josh, disrespecting someone and not respecting them at all are two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still
that's
you still respect
True.
your
Yeah.
mum.
You just crossed the
You
line
can
on
still-
that.
you can
Over
still
one
beat
moment
me.
because you didn't wash the dishes or something.
I can't
That's
lie,
not
I
even
don't-
disrespect.
disrespect.
Look, like, mum was trying me
Yeah,
yesterday.
but-
I was on my way out the house, yeah, and she was like, Mina, seriously, blah 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 blah. I was like, do you not have another daughter in this house who's in the house? And then she was just like, we need to speak about this tomorrow. I was
Swear.
like, I was walking out, I was like, yeah, we'll see what my schedule's saying.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't even watch.
But then this morning she was coming. No, the thing is, I do things in the house, so I get irritated when she speaks because, like, no, honestly, I've been doing stuff in this house.
You know the ones where you know you were going to do it, and then
Yeah.
they tell you to
Yeah.
do it.
Me and you both work the same hours. I get home even later than you most days, and I don't have energy today. I don't have energy, but I love you, mummy. In case you listen
Yeah,
to this.
see?
I love you. I love you, mother.
I
You're the
can't
best
take
woman in life.
disrespect at all. I don't like guys. Don't call me a bitch. Don't swear at me. Don't call me any name.
You don't call me out my name.
If you call me out my name, that is it. That's the last time
Yeah.
we're talking. I can't.
Oh really?
I can't deal with that at all.
I can't imagine, like,
Wait, so your arguments must be mad civil then, isn't it?
Very civil.
but
Just get to the point. Let's hash
Do
it
you
out.
raise
I'm
your
done.
Do you raise your voice?
Not really.
Can a guy shout at you?
My exes tend to shout at me. I don't shout though. I'll just be like,
Okay.
can you not shout,
Well-
please? We
well
can just talk.
composed.
Yeah.
I won't
And then it
lie.
makes them more mad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but I don't want to shout.
I'm not composed, but I'm gonna learn to be.
I can imagine
I don't
you're
think you have to be. I
that
feel,
crazy.
No, I'm not that kind. I'm just a bit
The
like
claws.
no. I'm just
Ah.
I'm just confused.
I'm
why-
trying to imagine you angry. I'm not sure
She's
if I
probably
can.
like 2000s Khalees. That's what Mina.
I hate.
you so much right now.
It's just the thing where as I'm saying, guys shouldn't call me out my name. I might have said things out to them.
I can't lie. I've done it
I
once
don't do
or
that
twice.
either.
If
I
you
probably
dis-
don't like
if you
it
dis-
either.
your man,
I
yeah,
have.
and he
I'll be
doesn't
like,
retaliate.
you're waste anyways.
Yeah,
I don't know how you can
focus.
speak to me like this. You stupid. Don't contact me. Continue. I'll say shit like that.
Okay.
Where
I don't know. I think I'm very sensitive. I had an argument with my ex once, and this was like on the. You know when I was on the train
In
having
public.
a full-on texting argument with him,
I can't text her.
and he told me to fuck off. I was like, okay.
Hey.
Didn't hear from me for a week.
So there.
I don't like people calling me like what. You can say what you need to say without calling me any name.
true,
There's
I
no
agree.
need to get that
Sometimes
angry.
you just
I'm
need
not
to
even a
drive that
provocative
point
person.
home.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough. When a guy said that to me, I'm like, cool, you're done. But they're gonna apologize though. I know they're gonna apologize.
But I know it's common
Of course,
practice in most
of
relationships to just say anything. But I don't know. I can't. I don't like it.
You
I
like
would
it?
never say that. If I
You like a
respect
level
you,
of decorum in
Yeah.
your
I can imagine you even like. I can imagine.
and don't get me wrong, I can cuss people out. But I
Yeah.
don't know. My man is one person. I
You just couldn't do it.
couldn't. I couldn't.
I rate that still. I rate
Yeah,
that. I rate that.
same.
My deal breakers are definitely anger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like fraud.
Fraud boys.
Fraud boys.
E-man, leave the room.
I'm past my days. I don't do it no more.
I don't like guys. People doing things illegal. I'm just not into it at all.
That's reasonable.
But what if he's making racks?
That racks won't last forever. I can't.
Exactly.
I'm
What
sorry.
if he's made the racks? What if
And
he's
then
like
put it in-
Jay-Z?
Made the
Made
racks
the
and then
racks,
legitimized
and then
it?
he's gone legit.
Yeah, he's gone.
I can only be with you when it's legit. I'm not gonna be
Okay.
Yeah,
grinding
so
with you the
there's
streets.
So there's room for maneuver.
There's room, there's
Okay.
wiggle room, there's
okay,
wiggle
okay.
room. What else don't I like? I don't like people that disrespect their parents.
100%.
Yeah.
That's something I don't like.
That's good
Yeah,
one.
that's
That's
good
good
Or
one.
their family, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you're like very, if you're able to move like a fuckboy with your family,
Then
it
yes.
kind
That's a
of
bit
you
mad.
can
Yeah,
that's
definitely
wild.
do that with me.
That's
So
Yeah.
I'm-
True.
I don't like boys who bitch. You know you
No,
guys
but
who
everyone bitches.
No, I don't
though.
like guys who bitch. It's like, no,
What do
you
you
can't.
mean?
That's
Yeah.
toxic.
No, wait.
That's
What do you
toxic.
actually-
That's toxic.
Define
Okay.
bitch.
What do you mean by that?
When a guy's chatty patty, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
we
like
don't
when-
like them chatty
When a
patties.
guy's chatty patty with us.
Get them
no,
out of
no.
here,
It's like, no,
boy.
no, no. I've been around guys, yeah, who are talking about their friends, and I'm like, I don't trust you, simples. If you're gonna talk about your
Okay.
friends openly like this, and you don't even know me too tough like that,
Okay.
how much more?
Fair
so-
enough.
Oh,
But
that's
what
fair
if he
enough.
knows you?
Yeah,
What
he's
if
your
you're together?
boyfriend.
That's your man.
2-year relationship.
A 2-year relationship.
He
then I
can't
really
talk to you
shouldn't-
about his
no,
boys.
he can. But that's like, you must know me by. I
Like,
know
well.
you're comfortable. But there are guys who are chatty patty, and I'm like, how can those be your boys and you're talking about them openly like this?
Yeah. No matter
They're
what
a
they're
bit
saying about
shifty.
you.
Yeah.
What if
Yeah.
what if he doesn't like your friends?
Eee.
Or you know, he's like.
It depends on which friends.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What, but okay, you're
Wait,
dark.
what if she didn't like Mina?
That's alright. I think you'll be fine.
Oh.
That's alright, ain't no problem.
No, you lot are
No, if my guy doesn't like my
Yeah.
friends, it depends which friends. Obviously, Mina's my business partner. We're always together, so
Yeah.
that he needs to like her because she's in my fucking
And
life.
I'm so lovable.
You are lovable. It's weird if
Alright.
he doesn't like you.
Okay.
But I'm the kind of person.
I'm the kind of person where if he doesn't like somebody who I really F with, then I'm gonna keep putting them together, and they're gonna see how amazing they both are.
What if
Who's
it just
in-
gets
who's-
worse?
Yeah, who's in the wrong?
That's crazy.
Who's in the wrong? Is
Yeah.
it your friend or is it him? Like, how would you look at it? Would you look at it as
I just
he's
think they
making
don't
an
like
effort
each
and
other.
she's not making an effort?
It depends on the situation. If one person's clearly not making an effort, then you have to speak to them and be like, "Can you make an effort?" But then I'm the kind of person
But
who
girls
doesn't
will be
really
like, "I
bring
just
my
don't like
partner.
him."
I don't really bring my boyfriend around.
Your friends.
Really?
Yeah.
That's telling. That tells me something.
What does it tell you?
It tells me that
Why are you hiding?
yeah, like there's a reason why you're keeping them.
Yeah.
It's the same way why certain guys won't bring girls home. It's like
I've never brought a
you're
guy
for that
home.
out
Okay.
because you don't think they're levels. That's why.
So it's just everyday Nando.
It's not a real relationship, so you bring
It's
them
not
out.
real
No,
relationship.
that's not true. That's
No,
not
that's
true.
not true. But it becomes very, very real when you
Yeah,
start to
yeah.
integrate them into
Do you
your
know
life.
what? My
Yeah,
last
it
my
doesn't
last
get
boyfriend.
serious.
It was
Yeah,
after
yeah.
a year.
If you're able to always keep them in a separate box.
So you don't bring them home. You don't bring them around,
around
your
your
friends.
friends, even the
Can
barbecue, you
see
can't bring
there's-
them.
Can
That's
you not
mad.
see there's
Do you know what? My
Jennifer.
friends and my family are so
Aye.
close to me. It's like once you show them to each other, you can't undo it. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's sticky.
No,
I have a
it's-
friend right now who's dealing with that still, and it's
I have to be sure you are worth all of this effort.
So you've
if
not
you're
met a
not,
guy-
I don't see the point. My friends have met only one of my exes. That's it.
really.
Yeah, the
I'm
last
always,
one.
My peak situation was peak because like, if I got a gig or something like that,
Oh, yeah,
the
you
guy's
bring
gonna
him down.
the guy's gonna come and he's gonna meet my friends. It's just awkward when like it don't work out. It's like, what happened
What
to
happened to
that
that
guy?
guy?
That's
So
the
basically,
annoys
with
me.
my mum, like she only met one guy, and then after we didn't work out, she started asking me about the person, and that broke me even more because I don't want to talk about
the
it.
person.
It'll make
So-
you stronger though.
No,
The
yeah,
fact
but
that you can talk about it with your mum.
no, yeah. I mean,
rather
it's-
than
Bonding.
constantly meeting new guys, not being able to have that.
point.
Bring them home, yeah.
It's just more of a,
point.
and also I'm an older sister as well, so I want anyone to be around my sister to be someone like.
You want to set
Well,
pace
yeah.
properly. Yeah.
But definitely, if I don't bring him around my friends or family, then I'm not serious about him yet.
And
That would
the
help,
relationship
yeah.
won't develop.
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, I just feel it's weird as well when they bring me around their friends and family, because it's like I start liking their friends and family. Even like my guy friends, when they're dating a girl, I become really good friends with a girl, and then they break up. I'm like, oh, but I like that
I
one.
know.
And then she goes, my friend, I like that girlfriend. You know, she was actually like fun. We were gonna go shopping together and everything.
Mad.
You guys have made me think though, because
Even like my brother, because he's now married. He was with his girl before they got married about 7 years. She was part of the family. Like I can just text her, like, what are we doing? Let's meet up. But
That's
yeah.
like my girl and my sister. Like lately,
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
just got mad close.
oh,
So yeah,
that's nice.
It's tricky still because.
God forbid we break up. It's
Yeah.
You know, it's peak. There was one time my brother and his girl broke up, and I was like, "What do I do? Do I unfollow her on Facebook? What do I do? But we're friends. What do we do?"
It gets
It was
complicated.
years ago. It was years ago.
No, but I think there has to be a healthy balance. I think I'm a bit too extreme by not introducing.
But the next
I'll
guy,
try.
bring him to the pod and be like, "Hey."
Oh my god.
I don't know. I feel like friends are like the soft opening for parents.
For
So if
parents.
yeah.
If they can pass the friends test,
Yeah.
then they're ready
Yeah.
for the next level
Yeah, yeah,
potentially.
definitely.
And I guess your friends will pick up on things as well that
Yeah,
That you
don't
won't
pick
see
on as
because
well.
you're blinded by,
by
the
love.
attraction. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's another thing as well. Like, when I bring a guy around my friends, you have to be able to banter with my friends and all that kind of stuff, and just literally kind of fall into the clique.
Yeah.
So, like, recently I went on holiday with my friends. Not holiday, it was my friend's wedding in Marrakesh. So a couple of them brought in like new boyfriend, and straight away he like got in with the clique, joining the crew. We're like, boy, he's part of us already, and it's just like. I couldn't imagine dating someone and he not being able to be part of my
of the
friend
clique.
clique. I'll be like, oh, like, no, we're all cool. If you don't hang with us, then my friends will be looking
I
at me
don't mind
sideways.
that, you know.
To know,
I like a degree of separation in my circles. I'm not gonna like a bit.
I actually do that actively in my life. I separate myself.
like a
It's
bit.
really weird.
Just a bit.
Like, there was,
I think
Remember my barbecue that I did last
Yeah.
year? That was the first time I've had all my
Everyone.
different.
How
all
did
in
that
one
feel?
place. I had bare anxiety. I'm not gonna lie.
That would really scare me.
Because it would have been mad if
Yeah.
you man didn't get along with these
Oh my
people.
God.
Everyone got
yeah,
along
no,
in
that's
the
the
end.
thing. Like we
And
like,
everyone's heard of each other already.
That's what I'm
because they're in
saying.
your life.
Everyone's heard it, so
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
has preconceived notions
Yeah.
of who's who and stuff like that.
like we like separation, but knowing these two people don't mess with each other is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's
You're right. You're right. Okay.
I've got a text.
you guys are so-
Oh my gosh, good old Love Island. So much has happened
calling me.
since our last episode. Where do we start? So where we left off, I think everybody went to Casa. The girls went to Casa Amor.
Oh,
Is
yeah?
that where we left off?
Yeah.
And the sexiest man on earth entered the house.
Ovi.
Ovi. And what else happened?
We found out that Michael was trash. That was painful.
Yes, that was
Curtis is
painful.
a bit of a psychopath. That was inevitable.
Right, okay.
We'll
Joanne-
get to that. We'll get to that.
Anna's a bad bitch.
Anna
We'll
is
get
like
to that.
my favourite person on the pod. On pod. Anna's my favourite person on Love Island.
Anna, that scumbag.
Let's get
Okay,
started. Boxing
let's
gloves
go.
on.
Anna's a scumbag. Let's,
go,
keep
let's
it
go,
above.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go.
I need to understand why you believe that Anna's a scumbag.
Why is she
Number
getting
one-
involved?
Okay.
Yeah, no. Number one, she's a chatty patty. Those kind of people are dangerous.
What
How's
did
she
she chat
chatty
about?
patty?
She's in everyone's business.
She's only in her
Whose
friend's
business she
business.
is?
no, she's in everyone's
in her
business.
friend's business.
When-
That's what friends are for.
When
No,
Danny
no.
broke up with Yuande, she was
Her
straight
friend.
in there. But the thing is,
Her
if
friend.
Yuande's not talking to him, why is she diving
Yoande's
in?
left the building because he's the reason why Yoande had to leave. So
Yeah,
I
but
was
if
going to
then,
talk to him.
but if there's nothing going on between them, why is she diving in?
She didn't dive in. She just said bye.
No,
She said
even
bye.
when
She
even
said
when
the words bye.
when him and Arabella were kissing and her and Amber were doing
It
up.
was a bit insensitive. Like
It was
literally 30
childish.
minutes. 30 minutes.
No, they're
How is it
childish.
30 minutes
childish?
before her
They're
friend
childish.
left. So one of the things that that's a different story because to be honest, Yoande and Danny feels like
Yeah,
so
yeah,
years ago.
But let's talk about more recent events.
Okay.
I had a lot of guys saying to me that Anna's trash because she did the same thing as Michael. when it was two completely different situations.
Completely. Are you sure you want to use
Do
that word?
you know what? Yeah.
Completely.
And it was really irritating for me.
How is it completely?
No, the thing is, yeah.
Completely.
Amber and Michael were in like a relationship that's kind of been
Did he
blossoming.
ask her to be her girlfriend?
Okay, fair enough,
Yes
he
or no?
didn't, but they've blossomed.
Nah, guess what?
Hold on, wait. They've blossomed for literally
They were even
weeks.
got us to win.
And they kind of gave each other like
Did-
clearance that they're not gonna turn heads.
Do you
like
know-
they're
do you know-
fine.
When?
Also, even
I'm
if
pretty
it's
sure
even if it's
Michael
her dictator,
promised Amber that he
I'll
wasn't
find
gonna.
the
He didn't
receipts.
promise, but they gave each other
They were
the.
talking about
So
we'll
what's
meet
going
each
on?
other's family, but even the fact that his head turned, that's calm. Like you meet another girl, that's okay. But you actually
way he
openly
handled
with your
it.
mouth, just talking trash about the girl you were just kissing.
That's the basis
about
of their
2 or 3
relationship.
days ago.
I won't lie.
So, wait.
I won't lie.
Wait,
That was trash. That was
Hold on.
trash. That was
How
trash.
could you do
But
that?
what if I tell you Anna did the same thing?
She did.
Who did she talk trash about?
She talked trash about Jordan to Ovi.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She was like, "Oh, there's nothing really between us." Blah blah.
That's different.
No,
She
come
Michael's
on.
like,
she
she's
mentioned
immature,
about him being
da, da, da,
younger,
da,
so
da.
he's not. She's
But
not.
he's
Come
not,
on.
is he not younger?
He was
Anna,
bitching.
Anna herself explicitly said, "I've never spoken to Ovi about Jordan." There's clips of her talking to Ovi
No,
about
she was
Jordan.
just saying like maybe me and you be better suited because you're old because you do this. In basically, she's trying to say why she would be with Ovi, not why she doesn't like Jordan. There's
No,
a
it
difference.
was mixed
There's a
in.
clear
And you know what
difference.
got me as well,
There's a clear
yeah?
difference.
What really bothered me,
I don't know how men can say this.
I've even lost my train of thought.
Because you know you're talking trash, that's why.
Let me jump in. Let me jump.
Your
Let me tag
Anna's
me in.
trash
Tag me
case
in.
like make no sense.
No, I've got
No
it.
sense.
You know what really bothered me? Yeah? It's the
Yeah.
fact that she's gone into Casa Amor, she's got with Ovi, and said, okay, me and Jordan aren't meant for each other. She's come back and seen Jordan's still single.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, maybe.
She couldn't even look him in the eye.
Okay, this is the difference, yeah? Anna,
She's playing games, she's playing
no,
games.
it's not about playing games. Anna in real life, she is single. When she was in the villa, her and Jordan had a connection, and that's completely calm. She's now gone into another villa, met Ovi. I don't know how nobody else's head could not turn for Ovi. She's still single while she's with Ovi, but she's decided, you know what?
You
I'm
girls
gonna
are
bring
justified.
Ovi.
Did
No,
you
I'm gonna
see-
bring Ovi back into the villa, but she's still single. My girl can date both of them if she wants to, and then make her decision.
And Michael can date both. if he
No,
wants to.
I'm not mad at Michael dating both. I'm
It's
mad
how
at the
he
way he
handled
went
it.
about it.
So what should he have done?
Not been disrespectful. As soon as even the way Amber came in, yeah, she's like, I don't really have anything to say to him. He's like, I knew it. She'd be childish. I knew it. She's pathetic. I knew what the girl
No,
hasn't
he
even done
only
anything.
said pathetic when Anna was coming for him. That's
I
the only time he
think,
said it.
and this is my theory,
No, even when
I
they were
think
talking.
Michael likes Amber, but there's certain things about her that he's bottled up for a minute now,
Yeah.
and it manifests itself in the worst way possible.
Yeah. Literally worst
Like,
way.
I remember one episode, I can't remember which episode it was. She did something to upset him.
Yeah.
And he brought it to her like, I don't like this. And the way he patterned, the way she patterned him was so different. He ended up apologizing.
Yeah.
I couldn't
You are
believe
laughing because you know it's true.
The thing is,
No, she simply asked a question. Why?
with the way Michael handled the whole situation, I agree it wasn't the best.
But I think
But
it was a
he's
build up.
you could understand where he was coming from. It was a build up. He hasn't been with Amber in days, and then he feels free, and then as soon as he sees Amber, it's like
Yeah, I think it's like
and then on top of
he's
that,
been treated like Amber's treated him well,
Yeah.
but there's certain things she's done that can't run.
yeah.
So now he's been
withheld
able
a
to
lot.
step away
Yeah.
from the situation. My man's like, wait, hang on a minute, like
Yeah, exactly.
But can I say
This is
something?
nice.
Yeah? Even if you feel this way, Amber came back in single, and you can clearly tell she was emotional. She's trying to adjust everything.
yeah.
The guy she was just with is now kissing up on another girl, and instead of even trying to be, I know he's now apologized, but even trying to,
Took
in
a
that
long
first
time.
medium time, he's like, don't want to talk to
No,
her.
no,
Do
that's
you know-
what we're saying,
All of this
like-
stuff for me, I was like, but you said you cared about this girl.
No, that's
I'm
what we're
so
saying. We agree with
confused.
that
and
bit.
that's where Anna's point was. Anna wasn't saying to Michael all these things like, why have you coupled up with another girl? She was just like, say it with your chest. You met another girl and you want to crack with another girl.
Again,
why
for
are you
Anna,
trying
it's
to-
not her
why-
business.
No, no,
But
but why?
wait, hold on,
hold on.
Wait,
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 the
wait,
difference is,
with
this is
that
why
now-
Anna is such a G as a friend.
No,
Because
no,
literally,
no,
she's
no.
sitting
No.
there. She's seen
She
Amber
is.
cry. She's seen
Hold on,
Amber cry.
hold on.
That's my friend. I've been with you guys for the past 4 weeks. I don't know why I'm saying this point. I went to boarding school, yeah. But when you're with somebody, but when you're with people in a close proximity for a long time, honestly, like a week can feel like a month. It's a different situation. So they are all friends, and she's thinking like, Michael, you are friends. Why are you being like this to a girl that literally cares about you so much?
No, but if she was
Amber's
really
crying.
about it, right,
She
she
would
would
have
have pulled
left it.
Michael to one side.
She did though. She
No,
did.
no, no,
She
no,
did.
no, no.
She was like,
She had a
Michael,
little
no, Michael,
war
can
with
we
him in
speak?
front of
I-
everyone.
No,
I
she was
felt-
like, Michael, can we speak? And
Listen.
they went around the side.
But
No, she should have pulled him away from the situation completely. They're sat right there in the
But
middle
thing
of
is,
everyone.
She was on things from that.
Yeah, she was
She was
on
on
smoke.
smoke.
She was on smoke.
Thing is,
angry.
from
She
She wasn't
that-
trying to understand. She was just
from-
trying to vent.
From the recoupling, everyone was on the defensive. What Anna should have done is put herself aside and just let things
Meanwhile,
happen
you're
as
playing
it goes.
Jordan and Ovi off each other, and you want to go and talk to my,
if you want to
my
talk,
friend,
listen,
please.
if you want to
Just
support,
think she
if
get
you
back
want to
with
support
Jordan.
your friend, go speak to Amber and speak to Amber about the situation. There's no need to drag Michael in his defensive mode, and you're then trying to antagonize
I
him.
don't
I feel
mind
like
as
she is
well.
involved because they were all Yewande, Michael, Anna,
They were a
and
clique.
Amber. They're a clique.
So
How
how do you
do you
explain
explain
her
That's
getting
kind of
involved?
hard.
So why would she
It's
get
hard.
involved in Tom
They were
Zamora's business, for example?
Did she?
Yeah.
What did she do?
She was the one that told Mora.
Anna,
No.
Anna loves
It wasn't.
to
It wasn't. It
chat.
wasn't Anna told Mora. It was that Jordan with his big mouth. She told
No, but-
Anna.
no.
You
And
shouldn't
then
tell
Anna
Anna.
told
No,
You
both
shouldn't
of
tell
them
Can't
are
talk to
wrong.
his girl.
Both of them
No,
are
no,
wrong.
no, no, no.
Both of them
Anna-
are
Let's
wrong.
just go.
How would you feel?
4 weeks.
How would you feel?
4 weeks.
4 weeks because he's you. He's
3
you.
weeks.
It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Josh, it wasn't even 1 week.
No.
That's his girl.
Tom's speaking to Jordan. Tom's like to Jordan, like, just keep us between me and you, yeah. But it's how I feel. You then go to tell Anna, and then even your chest is like, yeah, but you said it. I'm like, wow.
But he
You are
specifically
the-
told
Jordan's got a
her
big mouth.
he's a chatty patty.
And
He's
do you
a
know
chatty
what?
patty.
Nah.
Do you know what?
I
This
would
is what
tell-
I
I would tell my
said.
friend.
This is what I was saying earlier.
girls go.
Women are well and truly trash, yeah.
They are. Well, no,
Because let me land. Because Tom, he's trying to think out, like, how do I view this girl? He's thinking
Yeah.
out loud. He's trying to
Poor Tom.
process.
He didn't even get a chance.
He didn't get a chance.
He was waiting for
He got
Casa
cussed
Amora
all the
and
way out of the
everything.
building. Like, my man's just trying to process his
Wait,
own
yeah.
emotions,
Wait,
and he's been punished for that.
Did we all see Friday's episode?
Yeah.
Explain to me why Anna asked Amber to bring Ovi.
No, to protect her, innit? Because her and Ovi are already friends. And if she
Yeah,
asks Mike,
no,
that'd be
I get
stupid.
that, but
you
you're
know
on
what
a
made me
date with
laugh?
someone
I know,
else,
because
and
she
you
can-
bring
I think she
another
could
boy.
see that.
She cares about her friend more than the date.
Yeah. I think she could see that Amber may have asked Michael. It looked like Amber wanted to ask
And she
Michael.
was like,
not?
don't.
Why
no,
not?
I know, I
don't.
thought-
Why is she getting
Why not?
involved?
Do you know what? Do you know
Why?
what?
Why not?
Again,
Why not?
get
Why
involved.
not? Why is she inserting herself in the thing?
Yeah,
Nothing to do
Why
with
is she
her.
putting
No,
herself in?
after she's been a friend, did Amber not ask for advice? She literally was like, she got the text, I need to speak to Anna first.
Yeah,
So,
she did ask
so,
actually.
It's true.
In all honesty, I get Amber wants Michael back, but the way he treated her, even if they do get back together, just put him a bit
But
on ice a little bit. Don't
but
really let him
it-
think he wins that quickly.
No.
Go date 6 for 8.
But we're
Ovi.
assuming that if Michael went on this date with Amber, it would have worked out. It might have not. It might have been the final thing.
No, but do you know how much she had to take to see, like, I
can't
can't watching
imagine
unseen
that.
bits, like, you've come back in, a guy you were kissing up with 3 days ago, the same bed with, and
Can I
everything
ask
like
you-
that.
Sharing bed with someone else.
Why Ovi?
Because she was
What?
friends with him. Like, do you see the way Ovi,
But is
like,
she not
looks
friends
after
with
her?
anyone else?
Who?
I don't know.
She could have picked
But
anyone.
she
could have
A part of
But
me
who?
thinks.
But who?
No, but I
Anton's
think it's a
trash.
bit
Yo,
weird.
we're
right?
about to die.
Trash.
Isn't Curtis?
How is Anton
Curtis-
trash?
Curtis
What's wrong
needs
with
to
Anton?
turn up.
Curtis, Anton.
He's the one that fed Lucy lies that she could talk to Tommy. Anton's trash.
I like Anton. I like Anton.
He was like,
Because for me,
he
yeah,
told Molly to the Molly's
I
fake.
don't
it's a bit reckless of Anna to have a date there and then literally have
No, but
Ovi
she's-
right there.
I don't
Jordan.
think she realizes the potential between Amber and Ovi. I don't think she can see it because we can all see it. That could totally
You
happen.
think so?
I think it's
I
totally
love
I think
the way
Amber's
Ovi
still too whipped.
holds
Yeah.
Amber's hand.
I think
Do you
Amber's
see
still
that?
whipped on Michael still.
She
If
is.
she wasn't whipped on Michael, then maybe.
I think it could totally
Yeah.
happen.
She is.
I think she
And
will.
it's sad because Michael knows this. And Michael's going to play them stupid lies to, like, Joanna girl be like, no, nothing between me and Anna. Nothing between me and Amber.
But he clearly still likes her. This is
It's
just
so
you
sad.
can't just switch your
Why
emotions
are
off.
men like this? Why are men like this?
Why are women like this?
Why
don't know.
do you
How can you be
Wait, hold on.
coupled up
Actually,
with
while
a-
we're here,
I don't
yeah,
get that. Fam.
can you women explain to me, other than the bit where he offers to himself to Jordan after like 48 hours,
Who, Curtis?
what has he done wrong?
Well, we're going to talk about Curtis now.
Yeah.
Can I just say
Where do we start?
He's a bit weird.
In what sense?
Why?
Like, okay, the whole, like, that conversation on
Because he's a
Fridays-
professional.
No, that conversation on
Boring
Friday.
My boy, that setup was beautiful.
So, like, as a girl, I'm not gonna say, obviously, we've all been in a situation where you've dumped a guy, and also a guy's dumped me before as well. But what he said to Amy, I was like,
Wait, which bit?
He was very honest.
I couldn't see you being my wife or having children.
He's being honest.
I feel
He's
like a
been
weight's been
honest.
lifted off
Is
my
this not what you
shoulders.
want?
I was like,
Amy's
wow.
tapped. And a part of me feels like
This
she
is what-
deserves
yeah,
it.
but this is-
She left the house
Is
now.
that what you want, though?
When a guy like Michael says the problem is you're in trouble. If the guy says it's me, I'm being honest, like I've lied to you, you're still in trouble.
So you
No,
can't win.
it's two different
How can you
situations.
win?
I know it's two different
You
situations.
guys are twisting it.
I
How
just
can
said
you
to
No,
win?
wait.
He's
Why are they
honest.
different and
You
how
guys,
we
you say you want
twisted?
honesty. He was honest.
Michael was fire.
I will not marry you. I will not have children with
Michael,
you.
hold on.
Michael
Michael
was fabulous.
bitched around the whole house
Yeah,
about
he was-
Amber.
he was saying that the
Before-
problem is
yeah, his
Amber.
point is his point. But
No,
he's
no,
just
what
spoken
we're
to
saying-
Amber.
what we're
Curtis
saying-
told Amber direct.
Yeah, no, that's
the
what we're
difference.
saying. Like, Michael's wrong for how he handled
Yeah.
it, but people are getting on to Curtis. How is he wrong?
No,
I think because he sold dreams at the beginning. You know, we thought they were this power couple.
No,
But
that's
he
troublesome.
did.
That's
He did.
troublesome.
Can I be
He
real?
did.
That's
Be
troublesome.
real,
I've
you know.
never cared about Curtis and Amy once. I always thought Curtis was a showman.
Yeah, you did
I
say that,
personally
actually.
believe he likes Tommy more, but that's another story.
Boy.
No, honestly, I
What's wrong with
personally, nothing wrong with that. But I mean, speak your
Pride
truth,
was this
innit?
weekend.
Speak your truth.
Yeah.
There's nothing
You're
wrong
such
with
a
it.
wind-up.
Speak your truth.
We clean this up on our podcast.
Right
now.
Speak your truth. It's like Amy was like his beard, really. Like I don't see any real connection.
No.
between-
But I don't understand this whole he sold her a dream. Can we
Yeah.
men not change our mind?
A lie is
Yeah,
like
true.
the second
Do
you
you
pick
know
a
what I'm
girl.
trying to say? You
The
can't-
second
Do you know
pick a
what?
girl,
Do
you're
you know
stuck.
what?
You can't-
Tommy is a classic example of how you should handle things. I think you
was
have to be
a kind
very
of-
clear, even if you know you're about to dump this person. Just be very clear. Listen, I'm not sure how I feel. My mind is open right now. I'm
When
going to
did
get
he
to know
do
this
that?
other person.
I'm still.
He
I'm
did
sure
about
people-
Maura.
Yeah, he
I'm sure
did.
people still got on him.
Not as
No,
hard as
no.
they go for Michael. Sorry.
The thing is,
It came out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
Let's be
Michael
honest.
was just
Curtis,
Let's be honest. Let's be
Came out of
honest.
nowhere.
Yeah? Men are not allowed to change their minds. It's as simple as that.
You
Just
are
keep
allowed
on-
to. You just have to do it. Again, it goes back to that
Man
emotions
changes-
thing.
I
Just
had this- I
be
had this
emotional as you are giving this information.
You can't, you,
Don't change your mind around me,
basically,
though.
you're, unless it's a mutual breakup, you can't break up with.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
That's stuck with me.
Yeah, you're
that's
stuck
it.
with me for
Yeah,
a
you
while.
will die
But
together.
never and ever, man.
Whereas if it was a woman breaking up with a guy,
That's it. He
it's
just has to
wherever,
take it.
wherever it is, it is. It is where it is.
He
That's
was
the
honest.
truth.
You know what,
I hear
yeah?
that. I hear that.
No,
I
no,
hear
but
that.
I'm not gonna lie. It was just so weird. Like the whole Jordan thing, yeah. Like, did they even have any conversation? He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
man was
attracted
throwing that unsolicited.
Yeah, he was doing a lot.
I
still.
will
That was
couple
a
up
lot,
with you. And
bro.
I'm like, this is the peak thing about it. It's like you have been with Amy since day dot, right?
Amy's
since day
cat,
one.
man. I don't
And even
blame
if you
him.
don't want her, it's like any girl, I will just pick them. Cool, you're attracted to Jordan. She's a hot girl, but like you guys didn't even conversate. You're willing to let that go. Whilst we see in the other villa, Amy's there saying, "I love Curtis. I love him.
know,
I
that's
love
so
him."
sad to
Fam,
watch.
can you
And then-
imagine Jordan barely said hi and man's approaching her with meat in hand? Like,
Why didn't Amy say that before she left?
No, but sometimes that happens. You realise
Absence
absence makes the
the
heart
heart
grow
My
fonder.
guy Curtis has
He
realized
realised.
as well. Like this is not
Man
for
came
me.
to the same with Michael. Man realized, raw. You know what? My life is a lot calmer without this girl.
Do you know
Do
what?
you know
Yeah.
what? I'm not as mad as
I feel
Curtis
like-
though because he's kind of.
You know, if
He wasn't as bad as Michael. My main issue is Michael. I have no problem
Really?
with Curtis.
I think Curtis is worse.
was okay.
I
You know,
think
you know,
Curtis
if
is
Amy,
the-
yeah, I just
They both
genuinely
came
think.
out of nowhere.
I think Curtis is the toxic king that we
think
need,
Cur-
bro.
I think-
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
No, but Curtis handled it.
I think he handled it
Nah,
better.
but he-
The
nah,
thing
but
is,
he sat
Amy's
in-
refusing to listen to him because
You
he's
know,
telling her,
I think
I
Curtis
don't want
was
this.
like, I wouldn't
And she's
give you
making a
second
list.
chance.
It sounded like you said it. I was going to tell you that I loved you.
I would not tell a
I
girl
was
that
going to
you're
tell
mad.
you.
You know,
I'm not telling
Amy.
you that.
Even though I'm being harsh now, I think there's something like wrong within her, and she needs
Yeah,
to
she is.
explore
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
Because
swear she went and saw
That's
a
a bit
therapist.
extreme.
I don't think it is.
Nah, I
We're
think
talking
she's
about a
slightly
woman
tapped.
who proudly refers to herself as someone's half girlfriend.
But she's never had a boyfriend.
I
before
can't even
as
keep
well.
a straight face while saying that.
She's
She's
like-
someone who sat there and made lists.
That was hella leaky. I can't even lie.
You know when
Wait,
she
she
sat there?
actually made a list?
Yeah, she made a list. she
damn.
sat down with
And then
Curtis.
she actually opened with her mouth
She
saying,
opened
"I've
her
got a
thing.
list." I was like, "Wow."
You know,
Maybe
like
she's a
before,
list person.
Nah, that's
Memorise
leaky.
lists before
now
you
you know
speak
like
to
before
them.
the disciplinary, where they read you your rights.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything
Oh,
you do
shit,
say.
That's what it felt like.
This is why I honestly was so proud of Amber because she genuinely
handled it
obviously
sick.
upset, but she handled it like a
handled it
complete G. She's
sick.
like, "I'm gonna assess my thoughts. I might even cry, but I'm not even gonna let him see me cry."
Yeah, she handled it like a boss.
Amy,
Unlike Anna, who's not a
oh,
boss.
she's
She's
one of my
just
favorites. She's one of
interfering.
my
Do you know
favourites.
what?
Yeah.
Honestly
But
speaking,
Amy, I
yeah.
don't know what she was doing.
And
it
now
was
in
so
the
sad.
preview, she's getting salty because Ovi wants to.
He just
to
mentioned
chat other girls.
Joanna.
You
That's
just
moving
you
a
just
bit
sent him on a
mad.
date with
Why-
your
why
best
is
friend
Ovi
while you're
moving
talking
mad
to your
now?
ex, and
I
he
think
should
that's
be
moving a
okay
bit
with that.
mad.
Okay, from the preview, obviously the episode comes out later on. From the preview, I was like, I
She's
know you ain't
moving
really
mad.
got, put
You
the
have
stand
no
on.
I
foot
don't
to stand
understand.
But
on.
you know what it is? It's probably frustrating when a guy's speaking to you and he's like, "No, my head's not gonna get turned. You're the only guy I want." And then you hear him say something. Although
Excuse
the game
me,
is the
hold
game.
on.
The game is the game. So you
Excuse
shouldn't
me.
believe.
Amber
anything.
asked him, apart from Anna, is there anyone else in the villa?
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
And then he's being honest.
And
And, saying
and
Joanna.
I'm not
what's
gonna
the
lie,
problem?
Joanna's
What's
a
the
hot
problem?
spice. Like she's lit. Like she's fire.
Who?
Joanna.
alright.
then
Yeah.
Amber was
Fine,
even
yeah,
saying,
it's
"Oh,
fine.
take Joanna, and I can get
If-
back to Michael."
And if
I
we're
think
keeping it a
that's a
buck,
really good plan.
and if
It
we're
is,
keeping it
it
a buck,
is.
Anna is punching a bit still.
With Ovi.
I think.
Oh,
Goodness, I
100%.
think most people are.
she's punching still.
You know the worst thing? Bear guys love Ofana though.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, them love that sort of.
Bear
Yeah.
guys love. I think her soul is beautiful.
yeah.
I think it's rotten.
I think she's a flip flopper. I don't trust flip floppers. Still.
How is she a flip flopper?
She's a flip flopper.
I think
she
she's
flip flop
rotten
between
to the
you?
core.
She was with Jordan. Fair enough. They didn't say, oh yeah, but it's not gonna turn or whatever. She goes Casa more. Sees Ovi. Obviously, Ovi is a good looking guy. Cool. Gets with Ovi.
Bare lipsing in the bed.
Bare lipsing in the bed on the first day. They're lipsing.
And then when you're back, you're saying,
Jordan
I wanna kiss
who?
you. I wanna
Jordan
kiss
who?
you, but
Now you come. Wait.
That's bad.
Now you come back. Jordan is there, obviously.
Josh,
Jordan is
you know what
there.
it comes down to, right?
What?
The girls expect Michael, they expect Curtis, etc. to keep the same energy.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold you to that same standard.
You
We're gonna
come
hold you
back,
to that
Jordan
same
is there
standard.
waiting for you. You're like, oh, I didn't know
No,
you
she's
liked
only
me
been
like
with Jordan
that.
for like a week.
Now you're kissing my man's neck. Meanwhile, Ovi is less than 10 feet
No,
away.
but honestly, if I'm in Love Island and I've only been dating this guy for a week, I would assume his head's gonna be turned. It's free reign.
Same,
We're both
yeah,
gonna go and
same.
see what happens.
And-
I think
and-
she was shocked when she came back and saw he was actually single.
And also, have you seen Ovi? Like, seriously, who's
Who's going to say no to
I
Ovi?
feel like
She's saying no to Ovi now,
I
though.
feel like Jordan, but after because they know they've got a connection. But I was just happy that she
Do you know
carried
what
him back
made
to
me
the
laugh?
villa. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what she needs to do. That's her only task: carry him back to the villa. Because Maura and Lucy, who the hell was she dating?
Lucy's mad.
I don't know why
Lucy
she's
is
still
moving
dating.
mad. Like,
Lucy's
oh my
mad.
god. I couldn't believe she actually said it again to Tommy.
Who did she bring back? I don't even know who she brought
Some
back.
George.
Oh, that
George.
blonde
Bring
guy.
back
That
Why?
one he looks like he's
She's
got a
still
hydro
confessing
from-
love to Tommy.
So like,
You know what made me
she
laugh?
had one task.
Looking like Delict,
Man
man.
said he's Nazi.
Yeah,
Can you
she had
imagine?
one task: bring Ovi to the villa. And now Ovi, go pick which girl you want. It's okay.
But now she's getting salty because Ovi is talking about
what's
other
wrong
girls.
they'll be fine. They'll
No,
sort
she
it out.
shouldn't get salty. I don't
She
think-
shouldn't.
I don't agree
It's,
with that.
it's a first look. The first
Yeah.
look
She
always-
will, and then you women will defend her for being
No,
salty.
no,
The
no,
first
no,
look
no.
always twist things. The first look try and make it look like Amber was being a bit bitchy to Joanna when she literally was like, I'm her. At the end of the day, I literally first came in. Maybe I would have expected you to speak to me. The first look makes things a bit.
Can we agree Amber is a bit childish, though?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
She's
so.
What?
She's
immature.
She's immature.
She's immature.
She's
Okay,
immature.
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 She will grow and she'll learn.
She wants to
Personally, the way she handled the
and
whole
she's
Mike
never been
situation,
rejected. I feel like she needs to get rejected.
I think
so
she's
that
never
she
been
learns
rejected.
I think she
what
handled it
rejection
well,
feels
but her
like.
friends.
They gas her up too much
Anna
still.
is-
I don't
is
think she's
a bad
immature, you know.
influence.
I think she's actually quite wise.
Then why can't she? Just
I think
talk
she
to
just
someone?
has
She
a bit of
does.
She lacks
attitude.
emotional
She
intelligence.
has attitude.
She has attitude. That's
But I
it.
think she's
But a lot of girls
fine.
do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And even
The immaturity is shown in her.
But even
attitude.
the way she spoke to Michael, like when they finally did speak, she's like.
No,
maybe-
in that moment,
Listen.
she was
No,
mature.
in that moment she was mature.
But,
I think
if we're
across
going through the
show-
whole
Yeah.
time,
No, I don't think
she
she's
showed.
Okay,
quite-
so what's the mature way to handle this from Amber's point of view? I just
No, she
no,
handled
she
it
handled
maturely.
that. But what
Yeah.
we're saying is, as a whole,
Overall,
Yeah.
as a whole,
the times when
holistically.
she like said things to people, laughed at
things-
people.
or-
well,
not
even
even
like when
saying
her and
anything.
Michael were good, right?
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, like he's come to her with feelings, and she shut it down.
Completely.
Fair enough.
But he didn't come with like anything. He was like, "You made me feel this way." Like, made me feel like what? Like, say something.
So
But
so
he
Mina,
did.
if you
I
came
don't agree
to
with
your
that.
man, yeah.
Mina.
I don't agree with that.
No, hang on. If your man came to you, if you came to your man and said, "Babe, oh,
much toxic
something
stuff
you
here.
said made me feel like ABC," and he just went, "What are you
Ah.
here
No,
for?"
no, no, honestly.
You would be like, what are you mad?
Okay, I care. I do care, but it's almost like I didn't really know what Michael problem what he brought to. Obviously we only see an hour of the show,
Yeah.
but it didn't make any
Yeah,
sense. It was
that's
like,
the thing.
what are you talking about? Like, I'm really confused about people.
I thought they were not showing us some things, but then
Yeah.
when the girls were like, "What the hell is going on?" That's when I knew he's moving mad. Like this guy's
He's
actually
moving
crazy.
Or the screaming from the balcony when he
You know
went
what
on
I
a
also
date.
think?
Yeah, childish.
But she wasn't. She didn't
Childish.
scream though. She just sat there and watched.
No,
She
Amber
actually
was.
didn't-
They were all guilty.
She didn't say
Apart- no,
anything.
it was-
Birds
one
of
day,
a
I swear,
feather
was it?
flock together, I
Can you
beg.
imagine?
They-
Do you know what? I can't lie yet. Other than maybe, I can't think I really like any of the girls. I all think they're idiots.
I don't like Lucy. I
Every
don't like
I'm
Amy.
muting your mic on
No,
this
no.
show.
Do you know what it is that
Everyone
annoys
knows
me
that.
about them? Yeah, they're always putting batteries in each other's backs. Like no one wants to
Yeah.
stand away
Start
from
the
a
beef.
situation and give like good, solid.
Objective
Oh,
advice.
Objective advice.
With the Curtis and Amy situation, like none of the girls went up to Curtis and like.
No. But they were all like,
respect
make a
it.
list, make a
Respect
list. Say this to him. Say that. She had a whole list
Yeah.
of things that the other girls.
I would have told my friend to stop. Don't do that. I said, even if memorize this in your head, but don't be like, this,
Yeah,
don't do
stuff
that.
like that.
That's
Like
okay.
it bothers me. I just think,
Also,
what are you doing?
one thing as well is that one thing I personally learned as well. Even if I want to have a confrontation with a guy, what is my overall outcome? Even if you want him back,
Yes.
what is the best way to
What's
go
your
about it?
objective, yeah.
What's your objective? If you want him back, then it's what you're doing right there, gonna do that. Show him that you're strong. Show him that you're secure and all this kind of stuff.
Whereas the girls in the house, they're just on smoke constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even
They love to gas each other up.
Especially when it doesn't go their way.
Yeah.
even with the Tom and Maura thing, for example, the girls all put batteries in the back. Go and say this to him. Go and say that to him. Go and say this.
Can you not think for yourself?
Maura's actually fine by herself. I don't think
like
any girl's
Maura.
got anything.
I like Maura.
I mean, I feel like this year's
Maura's mad.
She's mad.
this year's Love Island is more
Cool.
girls like.
Yeah, I love
like
the
it.
sisterhood.
I mean, Kat is trying to fake this bromance thing with Tommy, but I
that
don't
is
care.
just weird.
That's just
I can't lie, yeah. I was worried for a sec that when what's her name, Molly May came back from Castro Moore, Curtis and Tommy would have been coupled up.
Do you know? Remember in what's it called, season 2? 2 girls did couple up.
Did
No.
they? I don't
Yeah,
remember
season
this.
2 is the best Love Island hands
might watch.
down.
Yeah.
Season 2 is the best.
This is
Love
my
Island.
first season watching. So
No,
I
season
don't
2.
really know.
Season 2 is good because before they got all their sponsorships and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's
so it's a bit more real.
Real.
It's like, that really happened, and they even brought somebody back in. Yeah, and that was a bit crazy as well.
Oh, that's nice.
What's her name?
Marley, they brought
Marley.
back in.
Oh,
Terry, yeah.
I remember that
Marley.
season.
And then
Yeah.
Terry was the worst. Like I think Terry's like the worst guy I've ever.
Yeah,
been
he
in
was
Love
really
Island,
bad
like-
actually.
What's his name?
Yeah, he's
Josh.
bad.
What's that one?
Michael.
King.
Oh.
King.
Oh no! Oh, you can the
Is
guy
it
from
King
last
Adam?
year. Adam.
Adam.
King of
Legit.
toxic masculinity.
Thanos. I love him.
Nah, he was a king.
He was a king. Yeah, I love that. I loved Adam.
I love the toxic masculinity.
No, I
It's
hate
beautiful.
it.
It makes the show entertaining.
It does make it insane actually.
Yeah.
So who do you guys think is gonna win?
That's a hard one at this point. It's up in the air.
Already. Unless something happens between Tommy and Molly,
Yeah.
they've got it.
Yeah, right now
Tommy
they looks like
and
they've got it in the
Molly
bag.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
but them
because-
winning it would make me sick.
Because
though.
I'm people
always
that
the office
vote.
couple.
Because I vote. I have the app. I'm a very proud Love Island follower.
All right.
You see certain trends of like they have like
Sponsor
they have,
us.
They have like
Oh, damn.
questions and stuff like that, like just fun questions like, oh, who would you want to go dinner with and all that kind of stuff. And Tommy and Molly have the most votes each single time.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can kind of see the
I
trend.
don't want to see Tommy and Molly on another date. That is
They're
boring,
such a boring
man.
couple, man.
That's- and I actually don't think she likes
boring.
him that
And
much.
they've got no sauce either. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just a stable couple. What the
Nah,
hell?
Molly, I don't think
For now.
Molly even is feeling him like that. You know.
Yeah.
I don't
Even
think
when she
is.
cried on the steps.
I felt that, I cried too.
Molly's tapped as well.
Yeah, nah. So I
Honestly.
don't. Nah. There's something about Molly like.
It's
They're just trying
off,
to win.
Yeah.
They're just trying to win. It's cool. Win that. I
50K.
reckon. Yeah, I reckon right now it's probably Tommy and Molly. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I can't wait till the day when they ask someone like, "Do you want to split the money?" and they'll be like, "No, keep it all."
I know,
Hey,
right?
so how does it work?
So they announce the winner at the end. Is it the person with the most votes or something that gets the whole 50K? I don't know how they decide
No,
who
no,
in the
no,
couple.
No, it's a couple, isn't
They
it?
split or they choose to split or keep it together.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So the winning couple, they have to go separate ways and go, are you going to split it or are you going to keep it to yourself? And then each time, I mean, at the end of the day, you win Love Island now, 50K really is going to be nothing to you.
Yeah, but
They
then
could-
all the magazine deals, etc., you get on the back
you
end.
get so much
Yeah.
more
You
money.
Got so much money.
Yeah, split that.
Yeah,
split
You're
that.
so right. Yes,
No, I'm teething it.
it's a smart move to split it.
Wait, how is it working like
PR-wise.
that competition where if one person splits and the other
Oh,
person...
what, Golden
Yeah, that's what I was
Balls?
thinking.
Is it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
I think it's like that. Yeah.
It's like that.
It's like
Hey,
that.
I'm snaking it too.
But no one's ever done it like that. Every
That's what I'm
season.
saying.
They
It'd be
always
funny.
split.
It'd be
I'd
funny
do
if
it.
somebody actually split.
First
Like,
season, they should have done it because they didn't even know what. Like, first season's a bit jokes. Like, people who end up together doesn't even make sense. And
Yeah, I would snake.
So it would have
Live.
those first seasons you would have been able to like, ooh, what are they gonna do? These seasons now people know the game.
They know the game,
So
so they'll
true.
just split it. Yeah.
Yeah, but they should take it. That'd be funny.
that would be so jokes.
I actually want to watch the American one or the US one. I think.
I don't think it'll be as good, you know.
I don't think so either.
I think.
Because I feel like America have so many reality TV dating shows that it's not
Yeah.
going to be special. Whereas
Yeah.
here, all we have is Love Island and maybe Big Brother.
And I think it's something about how everybody is a reason for everyone to watch at 9 p.m. together.
exactly.
to
Yeah.
the
At the
time.
same time.
I don't even like Twitter. That's the only time I'm on. I'm like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
funny.
All the memes and
There's
the
something
jokes.
about that momentum come
It
together.
brings
But
everyone
even in
together,
America, they're
yeah.
all different time zones. I don't know how they're going to do
It
it.
won't be the same. I'll check it out. but,
Apparently Australia's one's funny though, because one thing that we don't have in this season at all is that say if I'm coupled up with a guy, but now it's picking time.
Yeah.
A guy could just take another guy's girl. He'll be like, I want to date her though.
Yeah,
He'll be like,
I want to see that. That would be
happened in
nuts.
season 3 a little bit.
They're all
but
beta
not-
males though. No one's on smoke.
Yeah, no one's on
Yeah.
smoke. I would love to see that.
Yeah,
That
like,
would be hilarious.
I want her. I will take her from you.
That's wild.
Okay, let's move on to Let's Sketch It Out, where we read out all your questions and dilemmas. We actually don't have any this week, but if you have any questions, please send them over to theblankcanvaspod@gmail.com. I did, however, come across some interesting scenarios on BuzzFeed that I thought would be interesting to read today. So the first one, are you listening? So you have a job as a network administrator for a company that also employs your best friend's husband. One day, your best friend's husband sends you a message asking you to release an email from quarantine. This requires you to open the email, at which point you discover that it's correspondences between this guy and his secret lover. After releasing the email, you find yourself in a pickle. Your instinct is to tell your best friend about her husband's infidelities. But divulging the contents of the email is against company policy and you could lose your job. Once it becomes plain that your best friend found out about his cheating husband through a company email, all trials will inevitably lead to you as the leak. Do you tell her about the indiscretion? Yes or no?
What you do, right, is you make a burner account on Instagram.
I think that's
or
the best
Twitter,
way. I agree.
And you just come to her as a woman.
As a woman.
You know that phrase you lot love to say.
As a woman.
And just say everything. Spill it all out.
Yeah, but obviously you can't let them know
That
it's
it's
come
from
from
you.
here.
Coming from you, yeah.
Or you find the details where they meet and stuff like that and then catch them red-handed.
Yeah.
But what would you
Have
do
you
with
ever
that?
watched that show
That's a
Cheaters?
lot.
It will still leave.
For my friends.
This is someone that drives to his house.
Oh my God, I'll do
You would
that.
drive all the way to South London to catch up?
Yeah, I would for my friends.
Yeah, you're loyal still. Can't even lie. Let
I
me
have
just do that burner
energies.
account.
Anna energy.
You have energy.
Anna energy.
Jeez.
Okay, I've got another one.
Plural, you know.
This one would be
MSG.
interesting to see what you guys say. You're involved in a 2-car crash on your way to work one morning in which you
I
accidentally
rebuke
hit.
it in Jesus' name.
Yeah, rebuke it. You accidentally hit and kill a pedestrian.
Mad.
As you get out of the car, you are intercepted by a tearful woman who seems to think that she hit and killed the pedestrian. You're not sure why she thinks she hit the person, but she is convinced. There's only you and the woman and the person you hit on the road. There's no witnesses.
Get in.
You know that whoever is deemed responsible will probably be sent to jail. What
Result.
do you do?
This is a sign from God that I must.
Remember that video?
Just
Oh,
a bad person.
Hey, man.
You're
Hey,
bad.
that's my exit, bro. That's my exit.
Can your
I've-
conscience take that though?
Yeah.
I've been in similar situations like not that I haven't killed anyone, but I've been in similar situations like that, and it's not a good feeling afterwards.
I can't take it, so I have to be
wouldn't take
honest.
it.
So you do jail time?
What did you
Yeah,
do?
probably.
I can't take it.
Some guy, I messed up something, and the other guy took the blame for it, and I was just enjoying life.
How much jail time?
I don't know, murder? What's
Manslaughter,
that?
innit?
Or
Manslaughter.
But it's an accident though, so it's not like.
It's still manslaughter.
It's still manslaughter.
Oh, is it? I thought
Yeah.
it was an accident.
Yeah, it's manslaughter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a manslaughter.
you can get suspended, isn't it? It's
I
weird.
don't know.
Maybe they just take my license away.
Nah.
For
You
life.
kill
If
someone.
If
You
an
kill
accident,
someone.
Yeah, no, if it's a proper like.
I don't know. In the UK,
No,
there's
I heard
CCTV. I wouldn't take that
in the
risk.
UK, they're very strict on drivers. If a driver messes up, like 9 times out of 10, you're doing time.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it mad if I say that?
Be honest.
Is it mad that if I say that if it's not someone from my community?
That is wrong.
Then I wouldn't think
That's
twice.
wrong.
Yo.
That is wrong.
No, like if the woman was someone I knew and I didn't like, enjoy yourself.
Somebody.
Huh?
You didn't like her.
Maybe
that's
maybe
like
she was
murder
a
with
racist.
intent.
Maybe
Murder-
she was a
that's
racist.
not
And
that
Wait,
murder
but it was an accident, yeah?
no, not the person that got killed. The
person
woman who's
taking
taking the
the
blame.
I feel like if it
The
was
take-
an
person
accident,
taking
I'll
the
let her
blame
hold the L, man.
was yeah.
Yeah, because I've got a bright
But
future.
if it's a
ahead,
completely innocent
If it
person,
was
and I wouldn't do
No,
it.
I don't know. There's very, very few situations in which I would
If it
willingly
was Boris
take that
Johnson
charge.
who's gonna take the blame, then I'll be like, yeah, you
Yeah,
can
let him
take
hold
it.
that
Like,
sword.
So you'd be consoling the person when they're crying and acting
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
that's so
like
bad.
you're mean, man. You killed the guy.
Oh my gosh. No, my
Yeah.
conscience can't take that. I'll have to just tell the truth. I
I'll
can't.
deal with God when the time comes, but
Oh,
for now,
God.
I'm a free man.
Oh gosh. Okay, I've got another one. Your family's vacationing alone on a private stretch of beach with no lifeguard.
Bro, when did you get money from?
It's happening. It's coming. Be prepared.
because you don't have a lifeguard.
You know.
But,
Your daughter and your niece, both 7, are best friends and eager to get into the water. You caution them to wait until the water calms down, but they defy you and sneak in anyway. You soon hear screams of distress and find out both caught in strong current. You are the only swimmer strong enough to save them, but you can only save one at a
That's
time.
speed.
Wait, who's the 2 people?
One at a
Daughter
time.
and niece.
Jeez.
Your niece is a very poor swimmer and likely won't make it much longer. Your daughter is a strong swimmer but only has a 50% chance of holding on long enough
saving my daughter
for you
still.
to come back.
I don't
from
need to
her.
hear the rest. I'm saving myself.
Okay.
More times I don't like open waters, so see you later to both of them.
Stop it! That's not
bad.
true.
I don't like open water.
He actually doesn't.
I don't like
He
open
doesn't.
water.
You
We
wouldn't
went
leave
on
your
a boat
child.
once, a couple years
don't know,
ago.
I-
He wasn't feeling it. He didn't even want to come on the boat.
You would not leave your child.
Did I not just tell you
Drowning.
stay away from there?
I would take a...
I only did right.
No, if,
No, honestly, I hate open
Oh
water,
my
so I
God.
don't know if I'd survive.
if they did...
Yeah, what's the use in you dying as well? That's wrong,
No,
bro.
but Jen said you're a strong swimmer. You can
take
Oh,
it.
if
Nah,
I'm a
saving
strong
my
swimmer,
daughter,
You're a
you
strong
know.
swimmer.
I'll take my niece
Wow.
because
she
there's a 50%
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the other-
So I
My
could probably
son's
get to
my
my
daughter.
knees, get back to shore, and
Yeah.
my daughter's still like flapping around somehow, and I can get to her.
I don't know. Do you know what? When you're in these kind of situations, human instinct is to save yourself. Which your child is you as well.
Yeah,
You
I'm
go
saving
for
my
your
daughter
own. I
still.
feel like
That's
you'd
true.
go for your own without even thinking.
I'm saving my
But then
daughter.
how do you look your sibling in the eye and be like, that's an awkward one.
That's fucked
Well,
up.
they can save their own
fucked
child.
up.
What's this, bro?
No. What if they came on holiday with you, just you?
Nah,
Like you
I'm
just with a
saving my
child.
daughter, man. Are you mad?
I mean,
My wife won't forgive me. I know that.
I think that's really sad.
That is actually really sad.
Can I
It's
flip
gonna be
it?
sad,
Can I flip
though.
it?
It might be a good situation. 50%.
Can I flip it?
She
What?
meets me on the shore.
What if it's?
Your child.
What if you have to choose between saving your wife or saving your child?
Child.
Pardon?
Save your wife or save your child?
Wife.
Oh my gosh.
Hard.
I don't know actually, because logically I've always said we can reproduce that child.
Oh!
But it's
But-
facts, though.
Oh no.
But-
I'm sorry. What do you mean?
There's facts. There's facts.
But
Your wife's meant to come before your children as well. Anyways.
Wait,
That's
hold
another
on.
story.
Really?
From a Christian standpoint, that's another story.
Is
Okay.
it?
No, in terms of
I
like,
think you're interpreting it that way.
If your
No.
wife is Anna, you can just get rid of
it's a
her.
different. before I start talking craziness, in terms of like, your wife should be first, like God's first, and then your significant partner,
Yeah.
and then your children. So yeah.
but then
So you
at the same
leave your
time,
No, I
child.
wouldn't. I'm not even responding to this one because both situations crazy to me because that's people's lives. Like
Yeah.
people's lives. If we're talking about whose side am I going to take, that's an easy one. But that's like
Whose side then? Your partners.
it depends on the circumstance. But obviously, look, my partner, obviously, me and you to tag teaming these children together, they bring us issues. We've got to make sure that we're on the same side. Versus
True.
like, although I feel like my partner would want me to pick my child. So if say so I'm drowning, I tell my husband to go.
If I'm drowning with my
Yeah.
child, if you come
Go.
to me and leave my child to
Yeah,
die, I will
yeah,
not
yeah,
forgive you.
Yeah, that's what I was
will
about
not
to say.
forgive
I would
you.
expect my partner
I will
to
not
pick,
forgive you.
because,
Yeah, that-
because he
it's
knows
sort
that's
of-
what we would
I
want
will
together.
give my life for my child.
Yeah, exactly,
Take the child.
exactly. So that's a different
crazy.
situation.
That's mad.
It's true.
That's
yeah.
mad.
I have
And that's
to
how
go with
parents
child,
should
yeah.
be.
What if
You
the
should
child
literally
had
be
bad
willing
vibes?
to.
Yeah. Huh?
What? Huh?
What if your child has bad vibes?
What if he's toxic?
What if your kid is one of them jarring kids that's always getting in trouble, bro? Come on, let's
It's
just
still
start
your
again, bro.
child, man.
Yeah.
It's a child who has a
Yeah.
whole future to have.
It's
That's
true.
crazy to
What
me.
if their future is trash?
It's your job to help shape it.
I beg some
So
children
you're
cannot be
trash.
saved.
Then give
Some of them cannot be
then in the
saved.
moment, use the moment as give them meaning to make their life more.
What, by
That's
saving
true.
them?
Things like that could change your whole
Yeah,
And
perspective
then
on
they don't
life.
have a mum. That's long, man.
So,
Now, as you're saving them,
So the
innit?
child lose a mum and
kids-
you
their
lose a
kids-
spouse. That sounds
I
long.
can't
bro.
imagine-
their kids have no mums, no dads.
Yeah, but you're losing a spouse at the same time. That's long.
You can always be
It's
married.
That's long. I can't be asked.
Anyway, God forbid all
God
of this.
forbid,
I
amen.
know
Not
this is a
abortion.
crazy
That's
scenario.
Okay, one more. You're at your best friend's wedding just an hour before the ceremony is about to start. Earlier that day, you came across definitive proof that your best friend's spouse-to-be is having an affair with the best man/maid of honor. And you catch them sneaking out of a room together looking disheveled.
Disheveled.
Oh, jeez.
If you tell your friend about the affair, their whole day will be ruined, but you won't want them to marry a cheater. What
course.
do you do? You already know where I stand on this.
Wait, sorry, I don't get this. So the best man and
So for you, you're at your friend's wedding,
Yeah.
and he's having an affair with the maid of honor, and you saw them come out of a room looking,
But
hair
so the
messy.
guy is the best friend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Boom
yeah.
is the best friend.
Anyone, whichever applies
Okay,
for
'cause
you.
it's different. If I catch my girl cheating, and she
You're
still wants to get married, I can't
No,
do
but it's
that.
facts though.
But it's
it's
my
facts.
friend. Am I going to stop her wedding?
It's facts. Josh, I'm
No,
not
but
gonna
it's your friend
snake
that's
you
being cheated
for...
on, not.
Oh, that's different. That's what I'm
We
saying.
need
Like,
to
who's
talk
gonna
about this one
cheat?
afterwards.
Yeah, who's the cheater? If it's my friend cheating, Like, girls
See
got
your
good
bad
things
friends.
to- It's bad for you to do that.
You're right though. If my friend's
Yeah,
cheating,
yeah,
I won't get involved.
Yeah, you have to back
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
But if my friend's being cheated on, I'll tell her.
You tell.
On
Or
wedding
him.
day.
On the
Okay,
day.
wedding.
But you have
Okay,
to.
wedding.
So what? You just hold it.
No, I don't even know. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't know.
What would you want?
My mother would tell me.
I
not to
told
say
them the
anything.
next morning before they've signed the official papers.
Some people sign it on the day.
bro.
I swear they go to the registry.
Nah,
to
no,
sort
People
that
no,
sign
out.
it on the
2
day.
days
Yeah.
before
Ah.
honeymoon, yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
please enjoy the honeymoon in peace.
But on the day, that's mad, you know.
It's hard because your friend could be in
No,
two
that's
minds.
disrespectful. On the day you cheat. No. I'm
That's
gonna
not
whine out.
fair.
I'm whining out.
Yeah, no. If someone did
Why
that to
not?
my boy, they catch.
Imagine
all
grandma's
the
day,
flown
bro.
over all
You
sorts.
can't even rest for
Do you
one
know what I'll
day.
do? I'll tell them. Obviously, I don't want to tell my friend. I'm like, you have to tell your friend now, or I'm going to tell them. I'll make them feel like I'm going to tell them so that they have to go and tell them.
Oh yeah, stick it on.
Because
them.
I don't want to
Yeah.
be the one to
Yeah,
break
you
that
don't wanna
news.
be the one.
I don't want to be the one.
Yeah.
What if he calls your bluff?
No one's calling.
I'll
my
call his bluff.
Are you mad?
Does anyone object to this wedding? I'll be like,
I feel like he'll call my bluff. Because weddings, I've seen brides, it's stressful, it's all of this. I can't bring that to my friend on her wedding day.
Have you ever had
Weddings are
But
a
your
sham.
friend, but imagine if your friend finds out you knew. And you just
that's
said
the
no.
thing.
That's mad.
That's so
She'll
messed
disown
up.
you.
I was gonna say
She will.
Probably.
She'll forgive
100%.
me, she'll forgive me.
I don't
Nah.
know about that. You know. I wouldn't.
You
forgive
saw
my
her walking
boy.
into a fire.
I
Never.
wouldn't, because marriage is a serious thing. I wouldn't.
That's
if
life.
my boy let me go and do that, knowing that she was moving
Exactly.
mad, yeah, that's
That's
that's,
That's
That's
true.
true friendship.
That's
You're
true.
willing to like go through that pain
Yeah,
just to
that's
like
crazy.
save your
Yeah.
friend.
I'll tell my friend, but I just wish it wasn't wedding day. Like, could you not find out you're cheating like
But
2
the thing
weeks
is,
beforehand even? Wedding day.
You're not in the wrong for telling on the wedding day. The spouse is in the wrong for doing this on the wedding
Yeah,
day. That's
yeah.
where the real
Yeah,
problem is.
yeah.
It's
You're just
not
a
you.
messenger,
You're
yeah.
just a messenger.
It's just, I couldn't tell my friend
Luckily,
that I
us
got pain on
black
wedding
men
day.
don't
Black
have
men,
much
we
problem.
don't cheat.
I knew he was waiting to say that. I
It's
saw him
true. It's
earlier.
very accurate.
It will never
It's very
happen.
accurate and it's true.
So if it was your friend cheating, would you say anything?
My friend
keeping
that was
things
cheating.
none of my
I'm
business,
yeah.
bro.
If you're a cheater, I'm a cheater. We're all boys.
Yeah, that's not cheating.
Okay, it's nothing to do with me, bro. Like,
I'll call them out. I'll tell them you're a bit trash. Not gonna lie, but
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But you
what
won't
if-
go and
what if
tell the
your
next.
friend- But what if your friends
I'm
with both?
gonna provide you cover story still, but you're still trash.
What if you're friends with both then?
Yeah. You know what I was
Wait,
going to
wait,
say?
Like
wait,
good
wait,
friends.
Have
If
you
I'm
ever- have you
friends with
ever-
both, then
have you
it's
ever-
a beef thing because you're disrespecting me and put me in the middle of this. If you're my real friend, you don't do that.
But what?
But
what-
realistically, you're
Yeah.
never the equal amount of friend with
Yeah.
both.
Yeah,
So
there's
you have
always
to
one
sort of
that
pick
you're
a side
with.
of
I've had
it.
situations where
I've
friends
been
got
in
together, yeah,
situations.
and I'm just like, I've warned the friend like, to be like, if you do anything, yeah, it's gonna be a beef thing right now. But then situations happen, and my friend's like, don't get involved. You're like, I've already said my 2 cents. I'm not getting involved because your business is not my business.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, I was just like, don't be stupid, don't be stupid, don't be stupid. Y'all being stupid now. I can't say nothing. I can't even say anything. Yeah.
I've been in situations where like you've been in friendship circles and I've seen stuff and I'm like, rah, like, but I can't say stuff.
Is
That's
that
stuff.
so?
It's mad.
Is
It's
that
mad.
so?
Do we know?
It's mad.
Oh damn!
It's mad, and it's like, but I confronted them. I said, listen, if you don't,
Yeah, allow
like,
dating in friendship circles.
yeah,
That's sticky, bro.
it's,
Yeah, nah.
They
I hate
outside-
when
But
people
then
do
I
that.
feel like you got accountability because in your head you're probably thinking like, oh, because I know this person knows so and so, it's gonna teach me a level
Yeah.
of respect.
But you
But
should have
little did you
respect
know
anyway.
it.
though.
Little
You
did
should
you
have
know.
respect.
But sometimes you like that accountability factor in. Don't get me wrong. For me, I actually haven't been in. Let me shout. No. What?
Come on,
I'm
come
talking
on,
about,
come
I'm talking
on.
about being a
Minutes.
friend. I'm talking about being a friend. It is a sticky situation to be in because even like the worst thing is when you know how your friend is, you know your
Yeah.
friend, you know your guy friend is trash anyways, and your friend's telling you that you like this guy, and you're like, I don't know what to
You
do.
don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm not gonna try to bash my friend.
But you know
But-
he's trash.
No, you
What?
should. My friend's
No,
done
no.
that before.
No, but I just like be cautious in it. Like because at the same time, he's my friend, so what am I to do?
This is why I like my friends because
I-
I'm friends with a girl,
Yeah.
and this is her friend. I went to her party. I met
Yeah.
this guy. We were talking, and she's like, "Listen, this guy's a bosh. Be careful."
No,
this is her close friend.
I told her be
And that was
careful. I told her to be careful, but then something still happened, and I was like, what do I do? Because I, said
told
be
you,
careful.
No, if you did your bit, that's fine.
Mandem, what would you do though?
What?
If you know your boy is trash?
I'll tell you.
You would tell the girl.
Oh, the girl.
This is what
Why
I'm
would I
asking.
tell the girl?
This is what I'm saying, fam. But she's saying that, you know,
Hey,
she's
hey, no,
conflicted.
as in,
Unless
as in
I'm
if
good
I'm friends,
friends with the
yeah,
girl, yeah.
Oh, okay. If I'm friends, then I have
Yeah.
to say.
Then you'll say, nah, my man is trash. I'd advise you to steer clear.
Just be careful.
No, I'll just be like, yo, I don't think necessarily
Yeah.
you two are made for each other.
Ah,
But
I like that
there's
language.
ways to
I
give
like
a
that.
reference
yeah.
without giving the
I like
reference.
that.
There's
I like
ways
that.
around
I like
this.
that. I like that.
There's
I like
actually
that.
ways around this. Okay, I just want to thank you guys, 1-2 Pod, for coming on and
nice
supporting.
one.
Anytime.
It was really nice having you guys.
We've
It's really
enjoyed
fun.
it. Comfy little spot as well.
Can you tell us more about your pod? How people can listen to you? How they can
Catch
connect
us
with you?
on iTunes, Spotify, and
SoundCloud, Twitter,
Make sure you
Instagram.
follow us.
What's your Insta?
What
at
is
the
our
one-
Insta?
At the 1-2 Podcast.
Okay, cool.
No, the 1-2 Pod.
Yeah, I was looked at.
Yeah,
Just to make
podcast's a
sure.
bit long.
And it's the same for Instagram as well.
Instagram, yeah.
and
Cool.
Facebook.
So we all started at the same time, didn't we?
I know, it's
Yeah.
amazing, man.
November, like last year,
Yeah.
launching. Yeah,
it's nice.
amazing. So how did you guys come together? How did this all form?
We've been together as a group since year 7.
Yeah, so
Wow.
So yeah, we're pushing on 16 years now. So
Yeah.
we've always this level of crazy that you've seen. This is a tame version of us.
This is
Very-
minor. This is very
This
minor.
is very disciplined.
This is us
Yeah.
like mellowing out with age.
Yeah.
But we've always been on this.
We've always been on the madness.
We've always been on the same wave of craziness, innit? So we've always like hit off and clicked. And I think it was E-Man that just out of the blue said, "Why not just bring it to a podcast?"
Podcast.
Ah.
Like sooner or later,
So-
we're gonna get ourselves
ba-
cancelled. But
basic-
let's have some fun in the
basically,
process.
I had enough because I was like, you know what, we got some really great content, and it was on our flight to Tokyo.
Yeah.
I literally said, "We've got 10 hours. Let's think of
Let's
like
think
a."
of a
Wow.
concept for a podcast.
And
Yeah.
That's how it was born. When we
Yeah.
got back, we went to the studio like within 2 weeks, started recording.
Start recording,
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
That's not too different from our journey, kind of. Though we were friends from uni, not year 7.
Oh.
What year
Okay.
did you guys go?
Bruno.
Hey,
Brew what?
Hey.
But it's quite different.
You think?
Because they're boys, like,
yeah,
we're friends,
boys,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys are boys, like,
year 7.
we were friends at uni,
Yeah.
and then we talked about it in the beginning stages where, like, you ghosted me. I'm joking.
Bruh!
Ghosted.
I'm joking.
I wish
Jen's
to
a
know
savage.
more about this ghosting.
I'm joking.
Was it
I'm
you got a
joking.
man?
But, like, I think,
Bruh.
I've obviously, like,
She took your man.
That's
No!
a man.
I didn't ghost you,
I'm
by the
playing,
way.
I'm playing. I think I triggered something, my bad. Anyways, no, but there's them because obviously they're like boys, whereas
yeah.
like we both had our different creative journeys. Like in poetry, you kind of created your brand as well, your clothing and jewelry,
Yeah.
and I think that's where our linkage was, where it was like, actually, there's something where we both want to start something, talk about creativity.
Yeah, Mia
Yeah.
just tweeted.
I literally put a,
She was just like, oh, I think I'm starting a podcast.
I won't even lie, I was literally at work and I was like, I love talking and I want to do something. I put up something, I was like, who wants to start a podcast about XYZ? And
I just said to you,
Oh,
oh,
just
it's a
like
good
that.
idea, go for it. I wasn't even like,
Okay.
I want to do it.
no, because one of the things is like, my group of girls, yeah, they're not in the creative field and they're not about that life, they're just about settling down, getting married, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Are you listening, Josh?
So,
What?
I don't know.
What?
You're a single guy here, innit? So.
So, well, I can be about both.
no,
Why you put your arm around me?
and
That's so
for
funny.
me, poetry is like my main like hustle in everything that I do. Like I'm trying to build that as much as possible. But I've always enjoyed listening to podcasts. It's kind of a way to release me, and I wanted my own platform to kind of like just have a place just to kind of chill and have some fun. But poetry is something I've always done by myself. So podcast was something I didn't want to do by myself. So I thought, let me just put it out there, see who comments. You comment, some other people commented as well.
Yeah.
But when we met up, it was like, Jen's serious. Jen's really serious. Like, it's amazing because you'll make sure things are set 30 and done. And it was like, let's try it out. And I'm quite a go with the flow. Like, let's do it. Let's
Go
do
with
it.
the flow. I like that.
In
I like
relationships, go with the flow. Live my life.
Oh,
Because
he's
so
got
many
you.
things you got to be serious about. It was just like, actually, it could be fun. We went out for cocktails or drinks or something like that.
Yeah. We went Burger and Lobster.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first one.
Yeah,
We
I
sat
love
down and spoke about it.
lobster. I love lobster.
Yeah, you do love lobster.
I do love it. I had some lobster on Friday.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, that's how we started. How have you found it so far? Like, is it fun?
I think we've enjoyed it actually.
Yeah.
There's like a few moments where you just get stuck for ideas and it's a bit like, what are we going to talk about this
Yeah.
week?
Yeah.
But generally everything just like
It just
there
comes
might be
together.
there might be like an argument in the group chat that
Yeah.
just pops off
Yeah.
and it's like, cool, that's it. Next
Yeah.
episode. So that's how we get a lot of our
Yeah.
ideas. We don't really sit there and map out, we're going to talk about this, this and this. It's usually just like a random comment or a random argument
Yeah.
that sprouts itself.
Sprouts itself, yeah.
I have to say that rings true to me because whenever I'm with my friends and we're debating on things, because I go out
Yeah.
every week, so it's like whatever we discuss,
We bring
I'll
it.
just be
You
like, that's what we're
bring
going to
that
talk on the
into-
pod.
yeah,
That's what
exactly.
inspires me
Because it's
straight
real
away.
life, like-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Life inspires art.
Even the episode we did, I think that was sparked by a debate over Was it Love Island?
No.
We
Love
were
Island
debating
on
about
Sky.
something, and that's how the episode with you two came about.
Ah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
where we get a lot of our.
It's a fun
Interesting.
experience. I think the only thing that's a bit like, if I'm being honest,
Mm-hmm, of course.
is watching the numbers.
Oh, do you know what? I don't watch the numbers.
I've
I
stopped
watch
doing
it.
that.
I can't help.
Yeah.
I can't help
Yeah.
it. I have to watch the numbers.
I think like the first like 3-4 episodes I did it, and I haven't looked at what we've done in months. Like for me, just
I watch the
personally.
numbers, especially because I edit the podcast. So
Oh yeah.
I edit
Yeah.
and
So
upload the
you have to
podcast.
see- you'll see
So
it.
I always see the numbers.
Yeah. Do you know what? I try to. So what do you use to upload your podcast?
We
Libsyn.
upload it on SoundCloud, but I set up
Then
an
you
RSS
use the-
feed
yeah.
to go to Spotify. And
That's another way
iTunes.
to do it.
Yeah.
So Spotify and iTunes, do you pay for that upload?
Nope.
I need to speak to you afterwards.
I
I need to speak to you
They tried to
afterwards.
tell me that I had to pay. I was like, I ain't paying. There must be a way to do it for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
I'll speak to you.
What did
We'll
we
talk
pay for?
afterwards.
SoundCloud.
We
Yeah,
removed,
we
we
paid-
removed our SoundCloud. It wasn't as effective as the other
Oh,
ones.
for real?
Oh, you're not on
Yeah.
SoundCloud anymore?
We got off SoundCloud.
I think SoundCloud is like our main
I think it's our major,
thing.
yeah.
We got
Really?
I think it's
Most of
SoundCloud,
our-
then Spotify, and then
Yeah.
a bit on iTunes.
iTunes.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. I ain't paying for that. That's long, man.
But then you see your numbers on iTunes.
Yeah, we see all our numbers.
But you
on
only see the
iTunes.
downloads. You don't see the streams.
No, we see
that's-
the streams.
You see everything.
But you can't. iTunes doesn't show your streams.
Yeah,
It
it
shows-
does.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just downloads.
I was looking at numbers.
I'll
at the beginning.
teach you. Don't worry.
No, do you know
Technology.
what? I don't want to look at the numbers because
Nah, you gotta look
no,
at the
you
numbers.
can't. You
Nah,
can't.
sometimes
You have
you
to
just
do
gotta
it
let
because
it
you
fly,
enjoy it.
yeah.
Exactly.
Do you know I do record the numbers?
I don't look at that.
Oh, okay, cool.
I literally don't check that at all. I was like, you know what?
Okay.
I'm doing
think
this because I
Do
enjoy
you
this.
look at the numbers?
The thing,
She
you know-
records it. She does the stats for that. I
the,
don't.
the thing is, so I start at the root of why I started the podcast, and I think that's where sometimes things get a bit different. Whereas, like, I personally just wanted a place to release. I'm already looking at numbers at work, another business I'm doing in poetry. It's a difficult one for me. Yes, definitely, I agree. And anything I put my hands on, I want to make it grow, but I also want to enjoy the process. In what I'm doing, I have to look at numbers. I would think like if you talk to me about my poetry, yes, I look at numbers like how many videos does this hit? Where am I going at that? How's my following growing? Where am I getting? But I have to look at that in that way.
Yeah.
Podcast, I'm in a bit of a grey area with it because yes, I want it to grow,
Remind me.
but it's just it's a lot.
Enjoy it.
The podcast
Yeah.
is different for me because I think it's where me and Mina differ a bit because
Yeah.
Mina likes to like you said, you like to talk. It's a fun. It's natural to you.
Is it?
Me, I'd only talk if I feel like I'm teaching someone or someone's learning from what I'm saying.
Yeah, and
I get huge satisfaction from that. That's just who I naturally am.
Yeah.
So as long as I have a platform where I can educate people, even if just one person comes up and like, I liked when you spoke about Monzo last episode. I've downloaded it.
Did you get a code?
That-
Did you get a code? Hey,
That really
we were
makes
fighting
me
over who
happy.
should people take my code, take your code.
We're trying to get people to do Monzo so we can get the £5 code.
I see.
I think though, like as long as you have like one person regulating and keeping an eye on that
Yeah,
sort of stuff,
yeah,
and then other
yeah,
than that, just
yeah,
keep it natural and
yeah.
let it fly.
And the thing about podcasts is, I don't know if this is a bit controversial, but I feel like there's a set pathway that's already been set up by the big ones like Receipts and 3 Shots, where you know you have your podcast, you do your live shows, like this is what it is. I don't want to do that, and I'm very happy that Mina is someone that allows us to do things that are a bit different. Like by doing an event 6 months into the show, like it doesn't have to be a live show; it can be something else. And I'm very grateful
Yeah.
we get to do that because
And I'm grateful for Jem because I've put it out here. It was Jem's idea. Like legit. Like Jem
That's
was like,
fine.
Jem was like, we're doing this. I was like, we're doing what? I was like, okay then. But you need someone who's gonna actually even like push you and be like, what other ways can we like stimulate and make it grow? Because obviously we have different creative ideas. We both put in different things into the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone's for Jem. This event might not be happening.
it would happen, but probably later. But I just
Probably
feel
would
like
happen later. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very big on setting my own path and not doing
Yeah.
it how.
Not doing
I feel
it
like
the
when
way
you
other
start a
people
podcast, especially if anybody else who has a podcast is listening, it's so easy to fall into line and do what everyone else has done. But you can actually, if you really sit down and think about it, you can think of other ways
Ways
to
to
make
grow.
Yeah, I
money
think
and do
that's
things
like
out
us.
of
There's
it.
certain things we
Yeah.
won't talk about.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to our
Yes.
podcast, you won't hear us talking about our conquests with women for
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
And that's not even no shade, but it's just not something we've ever
We
been
want to do-
interested in.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's a very
You have to do what-
go-to topic for a lot of
Yeah.
podcasts.
It's very cheap.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the thing.
It's
but
cheap views, man.
I
It's
feel
like
like
Love Island.
We're not tolerating any Love Island slander.
That's not a
That is
slander, but they're
quality
different.
television.
No, but do you know
we are
what? I
talking
feel like
about.
everyone has. You have your audience. We have
Yeah,
our
that's what I'm
audience.
saying.
We just have to grow it organically, and it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
You can't just start and expect
Some
in
people
6
want
months.
Love Island, some people want David Attenborough.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean one's wrong.
They
and
all
another-
have
yeah,
big
yeah,
fan bases, though. You
that's what
just
I'm
have to
saying.
take your time.
And I also feel like for me, like having this podcast is such a huge benefit. Like in
Yeah.
general, even like the people we've had on the pod. So like my network is getting bigger just from having this podcast.
Same.
Yeah.
Because it's like actually come down, and because we actually are about being creative, like we look at things differently. Like, okay, I'm not a painter, but the way my brain just works with just the active act of doing it makes me feel more free. My mind's acting different, and then that helps me in my poetry as well.
Yes.
And I always tell people, like, no matter, even if whatever kind of social media personality you want to have, Instagram could go down tomorrow and all that kind of stuff. So I like to diversify myself across different things.
That's
And
true.
like my podcast is just another platform for me to kind of
Sure.
be
Exactly.
like me.
Fingering all
You know
the
what I
pies.
mean?
Yeah.
Do you guys have any tips for people who are starting out or want to start a podcast?
Do your thing, really. Just
Yeah.
keep it natural. Don't feel like you have to
Yeah,
confine to
yeah.
one certain type of thing.
Yes.
Just be you.
And I think you also have to be aware that it's not easy. People assume that, you know,
It's not easy.
they think you just come on here and speak and that's it, it's all done. I mean,
Nah,
somebody
it's
has to edit this, somebody has to
Yeah.
manage the social media, someone has to sort out the finances, somebody has to, it's a business. Somebody has to
Yeah,
get
remember
away.
to- but literally, I was so stressed. There's been times I accidentally like told him the wrong day, and I'm like, oh my
Oh,
god.
the studio.
And this week he wasn't in the country, so I was like, in case he forgets. There's more people coming.
But I would say if you're partnering up with someone, you should definitely know what your strengths are individually.
Yes.
That works. Because me and Mina, we both know our strengths.
Yes.
And you can bring a task and we'll know exactly who should do it out of the both of us straight away without
Give
having
us
to
an
think
example
twice.
there.
Like if it's something to do with like Photoshop or
It's
anything
sort of like,
technical, I will do that.
actual
Or
work.
editing.
Oh wow.
Josh, don't come in here and start trouble. Don't even try. No, hold on. When it's things to do, actually, when it's
It's a
things
thankless task,
wait,
honestly.
no. When it's things to do with people, anything with people management, Mina does it best. I don't even bother trying.
Okay.
I
it's
just
sort of
give it
like
to
how
her.
we don't let Ed do intros.
Because he's terrible at it. Shout out Ed.
To be fair,
I'm not
you're also
praying,
a really
no
good
shame.
organizer because we split who hosts, and I'm normally okay. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
Go back. What you did today for every episode.
I don't know what's wrong with me today.
It's fine, yeah. I feel definitely know your strengths. And I think it's important to know what your message is.
Yeah.
I like that you guys, I don't even know if you realise the message you give off, it's like a,
Tell us the message. Or...
for me, when I listen to you guys, it's like a brotherhood.
Hey,
A
let's
real-
write this down.
A brotherhood, a real male bond, a real male perspective. And yes, there are a lot of podcasts where they talk really raw and raunchy about sex. But it's also good to know about your other opinions about things like race, work, different life things, like what you think about it. And I think that's the message I get from you guys. I really like that.
I think it's a thing where we all have our own things that we're very strong about. Like me, for example, I'm very like passionate about race, and people call me like jokingly call me like Farrakhan and all this sort of
Malcolm
stuff.
X.
Yeah. And then Josh, he's all about like his business,
Yeah.
and then Ed is just Ed.
Yeah.
You don't know what you get with Ed.
Yeah, Ed
And then-
surprises you. Yeah, Ed surprises you.
So we all bring a different flavor.
Yeah, it's true. What would you say when you started your podcast,
Yeah.
did you have an idea of what your audience would be, or did you just start and kind of looked to see like who gravitated towards
Funnily
what you
enough,
do?
we were initially going to be called the Pink Canvas. And Mina was
that's
very
all.
quick to be like, she doesn't like that idea. I was like,
You
why?
not miss colour pink.
I love pink. But she was
yeah,
like,
Pink
we
flag,
limit
yeah.
ourselves by calling ourselves the Pink Podcast. So then that's why we changed it to the Blank Canvas.
Okay.
Not the Pink Canvas, change it to Blank
Okay,
Canvas.
cool.
So just to make sure everyone knows they're open and
Because I'm
welcome
not
to
gonna lie, I
listen.
wouldn't have listened to your pod if it was.
It was called the Pink Canvas. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
See?
Toxic masculinity, you know, it's dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
And then I guess it was also recognizing, I think we really relate to people who have an entrepreneur mindset, not just
Yes,
creators, but
yeah.
an entrepreneur mindset, and have different ways of looking at things, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what we both bring. We both do work 9 to 5 and things like that, but we're doing stuff outside of
Outside
work.
of it,
We're a certain
yeah.
age demographic as well, where it's like, okay, what kind of knowledge can we impart, but also learn from other people too.
Yes.
So that's what we knew what our message or
Message
USP was. We're creatives.
Yeah.
We talk about how does that affect us mentally as well as like in life, and all the different, you know, things that come together around it.
Funny enough, I was speaking to my sister the other day. This is when one of our sponsors brought us gave us loads of paints for the event, like loads.
Yeah.
So I was just laying it out with my sister there, and we were just talking about the podcast, and she was like, your pod is only really going to be listened to by smart women. I was like, what do you mean by that? Because we really try and make it light as possible. But it's interesting that somebody felt that it would only be smart women. I don't think it'll be smart women, but I think it'll be women who are conscientious about where they're going.
Yeah.
I think that's who we attract the
That's who you
most.
attract,
I think that's the sickest thing as well, because we literally talk about our journey, because
Yeah.
even within the past how many months, our personal journeys have grown so much too. So
Yes.
it's good for people to kind of see that.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about you guys? Who do you think your audience is?
Black people.
Yeah.
Niggas.
That's interesting. You'd assume it's men because you're all boys, but
Yeah,
actually
it's mainly
anybody
women.
can relate to
Because I
it.
just think
though.
like
Like,
we're
girls
all
love
very
hearing
like.
men, though.
Yeah.
Girls
I
love
think-
hearing men.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Because I listen to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
I think like there's race features heavily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it would be someone in and around our age or maybe a bit younger. But other than that, there's not really like a set viewer that I have
Yeah.
in mind.
Just
Yeah.
open to whoever wants to hear what you have to
Yeah.
say, basically.
because we're all
Yeah.
quite similar,
But different.
but different.
different.
in
So that
certain
attracts
ways.
And what I
Different
sort of
types of
enjoy is after the episode, when the episode comes out, and then I start getting into debates about with other people about
Yeah,
what I've
about-
done.
yeah.
Or what you said, I'm sure
Yeah.
Because I was seeing some messages like, well, she said, what about this?
You know what? Yeah,
That
I
was
can't
just
even lie.
one, you know. That was just one.
You upset people.
Oh yeah, when she came
She
down.
upset
What did she
people.
say again? That wasn't me. Oh, but the footballer.
She said the footballer
Yeah,
deserved
deserved
it.
it.
To
She
have
said the
all this
footballer
money
deserved
taken
it.
by the gun. Yeah.
That was not me.
yeah,
I have no
yeah.
parts in that.
Oh, well.
But I think
I said what I said, innit?
yeah, it's one of them ones. Especially like I think I'm worse than everyone else for just saying what I have to say.
You're outspoken and it's important. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
very
but
much
I'm just
so.
very blunt. The amount of times he's had to
I had
bleep
to
me out.
bleep out some of the
It's
some
like
of the
this.
things I've had to bleep out, honestly, bro. I
Do you
even
know
said, like, nah, it's mad.
I feel like the podcast editors don't get enough recognition,
Honestly,
but
this is what I'm saying.
how
the
much
real
work
work
it
that is
takes.
happening here. Oh,
I know when
No,
you're
man,
sitting there
like,
recording and someone's
you
making a
relate,
lot of
innit?
noise.
You relate.
Much.
You know when you're recording and someone's making a lot of noise near the mic and you're like, oh,
The first few
They don't
episodes.
even know it's gonna be
oh,
annoying.
mate, the first few episodes, the microphone's over here, and man are talking like that. It's mad. I just had to demonstrate.
Or then you always get Ray. Yeah, I love it. Every 5 minutes you hear
And he's opening
Opening a can.
can of beer, bro. Yeah, it's
Oh my
jokes,
gosh, last
man.
pod, because I had a cough. About time people were like, you've been ill for how long? I was like, oh, so sorry.
oh, I didn't even notice it when I was editing.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's mad.
Everyone knows, isn't it?
No, it's
And then you
cool.
get technical difficulties as well with editing.
We've never had.
We've not had a major one.
Oh
The
my
one
gosh, we had one
difficulty-
last episode. I didn't even tell you.
What happened?
There was this white noise from my mic. It was so loud. It took me an hour on YouTube to work out how to get rid of
Oh,
that
really?
noise. It was
Oh,
It's actually quite easy.
I think the one difficulty we
yeah.
had.
Once I found the right
Yeah,
video.
when you find, when you
next time
find
just
it.
message him.
Yeah,
I think
just
I
ask me.
will.
That's what I do. Enough. I just ask people to do stuff.
There was a really cool app on Adobe. Just
Please, you better be
working.
paying me,
It's
oh.
working though.
Hey.
yeah.
No, but
I think the one difficulty we always get is people walking in.
Oh yeah, because your guy actually starts speaking, doesn't he?
Remember the first time he ever did that.
that. He just came in and he started.
Normally he just walks in and just sits down.
Yeah.
But the mic picked it up quite okay. When he was
Yeah.
saying things. I was
There
like,
was
Remember the electrician?
Oh shit!
We were doing a pod, yeah.
And
We
he
were
just
in the
walks
middle.
in.
Electrician walks in,
He comes
yeah,
and he
and he's
answers
like,
me.
"Hi guys, I need to turn off the power.
Is that alright?
Is that
the
okay?"
power.
I'm like,
We were like, "Well, no, we're recording," and he was like, okay."
Can you not just start again afterwards?
And he was like, "Can you not start again?" And we were like, "No, we can't start
oh
again."
my god.
Then he was like, "I'll come back later. I'll come back
Like, yeah,
later."
you do
Yeah,
that.
like you do that, bro.
I'm afraid of like a.
hilarious.
I mean, not speaking in that.
I know, that's my worst fear. Oh my gosh, God forbid.
That- it doesn't
But
get
sometimes
recorded.
we'll have an because it's North London. If the window's open, you're hearing sirens. I'm like, oh, for
Of
goodness
course,
sake.
of course
North
you
London's
are.
the
But of course
jungle,
you are.
man.
It's the jungle.
man.
Of course you
It's
are.
not as bad as South, but
I
okay.
mean, I don't know where you guys
Im-
live. Like you said, I don't think it's in the UK.
What do you mean,
What's
Croydon?
anyone even Croydon?
Croydon's
Oh
calm.
dear.
Listen,
Imagine I walk into now within 5 minutes. Yeah, I walk into McDonald's. There's some lady at the till trying to scrap the manager. I'm like, what is this place?
I believe that. I
It's the
believe that.
jungle, bro.
I believe that. That's so funny. But anyway, we just wanted to thank you guys anyway because it's so nice having you guys. You really
I
dropped
know,
some
enjoyed it.
good gems, some toxic gems, but
Oi,
The toxic
We
gens are the
move.
best.
It's not
We move.
toxic. It's honest.
it's
Yeah.
honest, man.
just a reminder also about our Spill and Chill event. Event tickets are available on
And I'm not even
Eventbrite.
trying to say this to be annoying, but early bird tickets are practically gone.
we have like a few
I'm
more
gonna try
left.
say it, I'm
Yeah,
gonna try-
so
But so when this episode drops, so
Are the
Yeah.
tickets
Yeah.
open to everyone? Or are they
it's open to everyone. You guys are invited. No age. Literally, we're gonna have lots of nice music.
Where is it?
We're doing it in Bethnal Green.
Oh, okay.
A nice studio in Bethnal Green. We'll paint. We have some really fun food and drinks and goodie bags. Like so much planned. Just
How much are tickets for those interested?
It's early bird starts at £20 and then it goes
Yeah.
up. So we have the last few early birds left and then it goes up from there. So
No.
Yes.
How much is a regular ticket? 40.
I think the next one is 25.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's
Not too bad,
different.
yeah. It's £5.
But don't be slow about it, though.
Yeah.
Look that quick. Don't worry. Look.
Yeah, it seems to be going fast. We're
I'll
very
converse with the
grateful.
boys and decide if we
Yeah.
want to grace you with our presence.
Come through. It'll be so fun.
Yeah, no,
Come
we'd
through.
be on it. We'd be on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening to episode 18. The next episode will be released on the 23rd of July. If you have any comments or any opinions, or if you don't agree with some of the toxic masculinity,
Maybe.
yeah, use the
the
hashtag
1-2 pod.
or
The
whatever,
1-2 pod.
and use the hashtag the blank canvas pod. Thank you guys so much for listening. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah.